Who y'all got coming?
Check. It's just us three.
What's going on?
Yep. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, man. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. You just hit the Stampede, Aaliyah, Truth Hurts in the building, man. Salute to everybody who trickling their way in. The other panels will be up here shortly. Aaliyah, how was your day?
My day was good, smooth, real chill. It's Sunday, so it's a reset day.
That's
That's
what's
just
up.
essentially I did.
That's
Reset,
what.
get ready for the work week.
That's what's up, man. What you get from the grocery store?
I got ground beef, I got pork chops, I got chicken breast, steaks.
What was the second one?
Pork chops,
You might as well smoke bogeys too.
that part.
You might as well smoke krills if you still eating pork, Aaliyah. You know that, right?
I like pork chops.
Yeah,
But it's like eating pork is like corny. You know what I mean?
We
Corny
trying
to
to live
who?
low.
It's
Everybody.
not corny to me. Who's everybody?
I don't do
I'm
no
not
pork or no
everybody.
beef.
Me.
Me, 16 years without it.
Yeah, man.
I'm sorry. I like me a little smoked pork chop.
Damn, son.
Yeah, I ain't no pork since I was about 20.
Oh, wait.
23, so I'm still eating pork.
I ain't ate beef since I was 13.
I quit both at the same time.
Damn, son. I can't give up
What
steak,
y'all
man.
eat?
It's a lot of other stuff to eat: chicken, turkey,
I
fish.
know it's other stuff to eat, but like, what y'all be eating?
Mainly
Meal,
fish. I eat a lot of chicken.
yeah,
Well, I'm
meal prep.
allergic to seafood, so it's like I can't really
Brown
get
sugar.
into like
Seafood.
fish.
That's tough.
You allergic
If
to
I
like
was able to
shellfish
eat,
or fish? Or
I'm
both?
allergic to I'm allergic to shellfish, but I'm a little skeptical when it comes to fish. Like
Just
certain fish
generally?
I might break out with, and others I might not. So I just don't eat
Yeah.
seafood altogether.
Word. Yeah, that's safe than sorry. I know I heard a lot of people have the shellfish allergy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm allergic
Hmm
to shellfish for
It's like a
sure.
blessing.
My god sister actually outgrew hers.
Really?
Yeah, people be
Yeah,
doing
and how
that.
she found out was crazy. We went to eat, and I fucked around and told her to order something. I was like, "Order this because it's really good." And I forgot she had a shellfish allergy. And she like, "It's real good." She was like, "What's in this?" I was like, "Crab," and she was like, "What?" But she ain't had no reaction.
Or
Oh,
you know what it could have been? They might have been hitting you with that imitation crab shit.
No, because after that she started eating shrimp.
Oh, she
oh,
ate shrimp too.
Yeah, she outgrew the allergy. She don't got it no more.
Yeah,
Damn.
she one of those lucky people.
Yeah,
Like I wasn't lucky like that to outgrow mine. I'm still allergic to everything I was allergic to when I was like real young.
dang.
we all get a new allergy every 7 years.
Word?
Really?
Yeah, when I turned 36, I became allergic to peanuts. So
I'm
peanuts,
allergic
I'm
to
not allergic to
peanuts too.
anything.
yeah, peanuts will kill me. I'm cool. I gotta watch everything.
I
The
ain't had no
sister
allergies to
in the
apple.
building.
Damn,
Huh?
I ain't allergic to shit, hot boy. Nothing.
Oh, you doing good? Yeah,
Yeah,
bless your
I can't
parents.
even
Yeah.
get poison ivy. Like none of that shit.
So you never had chicken pox?
No, I had chicken pox. Yeah, I
Oh,
had
okay. I'm
chicken
about to
pox.
Oh,
say
Yeah, I'm old
we
enough for
had chicken
chicken
pox
pox.
growing up.
Aaliyah never had chicken pox, which is
No,
I
no,
diabolical.
never had chicken
no. She
pox.
never had
Never.
chicken.
You gotta be ashamed of herself.
Yeah, nah, not at 23.
Why
She
I
don't even know
gotta
what Tupac
why I
is.
gotta be ashamed of
You can't
myself?
even get shingles. You ain't. I mean, you ain't cool as us. You can't even get shingles.
You
It
got,
I don't
you
ain't
want
got.
none of
real.
that.
She got all
I
those
don't want that
vaccines
shit.
that Felicity was talking about.
Indeed. They cut off like two or three. I think they cut off. Damn, I forget which one that they don't get anymore because they said it's basically eradicated. I forget what it was. Polio maybe.
Or what about measles?
Nah, I don't know. I think they still get measles. Measles
Yeah,
and
the
Yeah,
measles,
mumps.
yeah,
mumps,
they
rubella is all still one thing.
Mm.
Melly, what's popping?
What's good, King? How you doing?
I'm regular. I'm doing the right thing. Akira, what's
What's up?
shaking?
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How you?
Good, good. Not gonna complain.
Indeed. Who gonna listen? Naeem, what's shaking, my G?
What's good, beloved? What's the word?
Everything, man. We waiting on you. You heard?
I'm here.
And Naeem Aaliyah up there. I don't know if you saw it. No, like, you know what I mean,
Hey Naeem, what's up? How you doing?
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Mom, what's goody?
Did y'all see y'all go? Y'all see y'all go viral on Truth's page?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Naeem was on World Star for the wrong reason.
But
Mm-hmm.
I was able to watch it back, and I was explaining in the comments, and people was understanding what I was saying in the comments.
What you said in the comments? Tell us now. Wait, hold on. Let me just make. Mom, let me hear you. Can't hear
Yeah,
you.
we can't hear you.
Let's make sure we can hear everybody before we jump into it. That's actually a good open. Let's recap.
Y'all,
So,
so
Naeem, what you were saying in the
messed up.
comments to where they finally caught your drift?
No, it was the part where I said, like, if you'll get up the very second your dude or girl says they need something, then I said you're weak. And I basically said, if it's like it's 8:04 right now and your girl said, can you make me a sandwich? If you're up at 8:04, then you know that's like I said, that's some shit, because like you jumping at the snap of somebody's finger.
That
So
sounds
like,
crazy,
do you wait
Naeem.
a minute? Does waiting like a minute make you feel better? Like if you get up at 8:05,
Okay,
like that'll make you
8:10,
feel
I'm good.
Nah,
make you
I
feel
just
better.
I just I just bel- I just don't believe in like being like a puppet or a robot for nobody. That doesn't mean I think it's a difference. Like if your car broke down and you're in an emergency and you call your dude, that's totally different. Do what you got to do, drop everything. But if I'm watching a basketball game and you say you need something, hey, as soon as this quarter's over, I got you. I don't think
Wait,
nothing wrong with that. Ain't
Naeem,
nothing wrong with that at all.
what if I was her boss and I told her like, yo, I need you to do something right now?
Well,
Is,
that's your livelihood. You can't compare that. That's
so
different.
your man's not your livelihood? Like
Nah, what you mean is that your livelihood?
so think about it,
Well,
right?
if you don't pay no bills, and your whole livelihood, the roof over your head, depend on that man, I guess.
Yeah. But
But
just think about it. Walk with me real quick, right? So I'm the person who you've decided that I want to share the rest of my life with you. I want to put you before I put my children. I hold you over there, right? Me and my partner for life before my kids. And you mean to tell me that a job which somebody can have for a year, 6 months, switch from different, career fields to career fields. You mean to tell me that particular boss, who you may not even see again,
don't use the word
okay,
boss. I don't like that word.
okay,
Your supervisor.
manager, supervisor, whatever, who you may
All
not
right.
even see again, means more than that
Boss,
person to you
though.
at that moment.
Shit, in this economy, it's probably easier to find a significant other than a good job. It's probably easier to find a
So,
boyfriend or a girlfriend than it is to find a good job. Depends on what the
Naeem,
job is.
what's
So,
wrong with the
So
word boss? Oh, go ahead.
that's what I
Oscar.
was about to ask. Are you scared of titles or something? Like what?
nah, I
What?
just don't like the word boss. It gives me like slave owner vibes or something. I don't like it. Nobody's my boss. I don't like that word. That's bosses in the video games. Like, I'm not calling nobody my boss. The fuck? My mom's my boss. My father's my boss, but I'm not calling another human being my boss. It's way better words to say than your boss. I don't like that. Anytime I'm talking to a girl and she say boss, I'm like, don't say boss. Say supervisor, manager. I just don't like the word boss. Like, look up the definition of boss. I don't like that it sounds.
Boss is a leader, someone head of the group.
But all right, so I'm bossing you around. Would you like? You see, look how you could use that term.
No, I
I'm
get what
bossing
you're
you
saying.
around.
I get
wrong
what
with
you're
that?
saying. Yeah.
Yo, wait. So Naeem, so
Mind
when
you, I'm
you
not saying nothing's wrong with having a boss. I'm saying just don't
We
use
all
that
got our
term.
little quirks.
It's
I
just the
get it.
terminology I don't like. That's all.
You sidestepped my question for sure, though.
Oh, what you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like 1,000%. Like we at
So
the end of the day, I paid rent 2 days ago. I have to do that. I have to pay rent. I don't have to have a girlfriend.
wait. So when
You know what I'm
you
saying?
you said you were a school teacher, right, Naeem, or you was in the school system?
Substitute, yeah.
Oh, substitute. Okay.
Substitute teacher.
So class started at 8. You start the shit at 8:05 just cause.
That's not the equation is
I
not
can
the
see
same.
you
but
doing that,
You
Naeem,
reaching though. You definitely reaching.
Nah. I'm talking to you. I can see you doing
You definitely.
Have you ain't shit for that.
that. That's my man. I know Naeem. I know, yo.
You reaching for straws.
Oh man.
All right, so look, hold on. Before we get this party started any further, right? Let's go ahead and start this joint the right way. For everybody that's on Instagram, I want y'all to come over to the YouTube channel. The YouTube. Am I echoing or something? Or somebody got TV on or something?
That's somebody else.
Somebody got their TV on or something? All right, cool. For everybody that's on Instagram, I know that all of y'all are watching. Come over to the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is Nothing But the Truth Podcast. Make sure y'all hit the likes. That's the thumbs up at the top or the bottom of the screen. I'm not really sure, but it's free for y'all to hit the thumbs up. It don't cost you anything. Now, what I will say, at any point, if you like to spend $1 to make us holler, you can definitely
Hey, everybody mute real quick.
at the bottom of the screen. If you want to hit the super chats at the bottom of the screen, if you want to show support and love, make sure you absolutely do that. There should be no reason that Hamp is getting more support and love than me, or I'm gonna feel some type of way and I'll end the whole live. It just is what it is. I said what I mean. I stand on it. Other than that, right? Now that we got that out the way, we are not opposed to talking about any topics that you guys want us to talk about. We try our best to be as respectful as we can. We can sing together. We absolutely cannot talk together. If I know that these debates can get a little bit heated, please give people a safe space to land their plane. That's all that we ask. You can get your ish off, but give somebody a safe space to get their ish off with no interruptions. And now what we'll do is we'll introduce everybody. I want you guys to go follow them, go show them love. They are all influencers and content creators. I'm going to skip me because I'm not important at all. Then we got DJ Hamp. He's definitely not important. So we'll get straight to Aaliyah. Let them know who you are, where you from, what you do, blah, blah, blah. And then we'll go down the line.
My name is Aaliyah. I'm 23. I'm from Brooklyn, and I live my life as a young girl out here in the world. So, yeah, you can follow me on IG at Aaliyah B Chanel. That's it.
Okay, Miss Aaliyah. Next up, Miss Explicit. Could you let the people know who you are? What's going on?
I am Explicit Lyric, aka XL, because that's what everybody call me. You can follow me on Instagram and or on Facebook, but I am Jay Morris on Facebook. My following is probably about the same on Facebook as it is on Instagram. And I do a lot of relationship talk and lifestyle stuff. So come see me.
Okay. Hot Boy Twin. We waiting on you, buddy.
You on mute.
You muted.
Yeah, okay. I'm Hot Boy Twin, other known as DeMario Brown. I'm from East Oakland, California. I create different types of content on lifestyle and different reality things.
Mr. IBIM. He got the feedback. Go ahead, Hot Boy. Start over. He had the feedback.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I said I'm Hot Boy Twin, other known as DeMario Brown. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, and I do content on lifestyle and different types of topics. And I just basically just put it out there, real life situations and different experiences that I've been through.
Okay, cool beans. Hold up. Damn, let me see what's going on here. Come back, Mr. I Believe in Me. That's my homie. But anyway, all right, Tamia, you drop right in. Let them know who you are, where they can find you at, and all that cool stuff.
Hey, I'm Pretty Tamia. This is you can find me at all of my social sites at pretty__Tamia. My Facebook is Tamia Lachey.
Okay, Miss Lachey. Mott, real dope. I don't see the crazy part. Mott, go ahead, get your shit off, Brody. Talk to him. Let him know what's up.
My name Mont. I'm from Philly. I guess on social media, I guess I don't consider myself an influencer, but I do take pride in the way I treat my woman, and I'm just a dad, so that's really me. I'm boring, so you can follow me at Real Dope Daddy on Instagram or wherever else you find it.
Okay. Next up, Melly the Specialist. What's going on, man? Let them know where they can find you, blah, 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 blah.
What's good, y'all? Melly the Specialist. I'm also from Philly. DJ, producer, podcast engineer, radio engineer, real estate investor, man, some of just about anything.
Okay, cool. Okay, Miss Akira, we need you to talk tonight too, because you like to just punch in 5 minutes and just like say something. What's up?
What's going on, y'all? I am Akira Rajane. You can find me on all social sites at I am Akira Rajane. I am a lifestyle content creator, and this is what I do, basically.
Okay, say less. We're gonna need you to talk tonight and prove that you do what you say that you do. And then we got Naeem the Dream. What's up, Naeem? How you feeling, brother?
I woke up dark skinned, kitless. I feel good. But I'm Terrell Naeem Austin, 5'11", size 11, Aries. I'm a self-published author. I'm an international globetrotter. I'm a real life. I like to call myself a real life influencer. I may not get 10K likes, but your favorite influencer is in my DM saying he want to be like me. So there go right there.
I love it. And I made you a logo. It's a pink fist that go like this.
Oh shit. Pink my favorite color. I ain't mad at it. Pink and Miami Vice colors, pink and teal. Thank you. Thank you.
But anyway, who want to kick this off? Hold on. Before we get started, y'all got to hit the likes. We do this shit every Sunday. Everybody stops what they're doing and come on here. Y'all got to hit the likes. Y'all got to hit the super chats to get this shit started, man. That's the dollar sign at the bottom of the screen. But I don't know who wants to start with the topics tonight. I got a whole bunch of them, but it's not fair. I always got topics. Like did anybody see anything this week that made you feel away? Oh, there we go. Hey, Miss Explicit Lyric, what did you see this week?
You know what I saw because you commented on it.
Did I?
Yeah, you on your page talking about when Mia asked you what you bring to the table. It mean that he looking for more. In what world?
In this one?
No, not in this one.
This ain't the fight you want.
Not in this one. Not in this one.
This is what I'll say this and then I'll let y'all go. So women that usually don't offer more than a coochie with high mileage and mediocre looks get offended whenever a man says, well, what do you bring to the table? Because to the naked eye, all I see is the fact that you look away. And of course, I know you got coochie because I'm attracted to coochie. But outside of that, who are you? What are you? And the only women that usually get intimidated are women who don't offer much outside of that. And just in my experience. But go ahead, tell me why you feel the way you feel. Thank you, Denise, too. Big super chat.
So it's not necessarily that I'm offended because I'm not offended per se, right?
Okay.
But the type of man that you're describing who says this is never the one who's financially stable and confident. The only man who I've ever been asked that from is one who don't have what the man you say should be asking this question has. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I take issue in the fact that the way you described it is like, okay, this is what he means by it. But a lot of times when these guys ask that question, it's usually because I need you to prove your worth to me.
And what's wrong with that?
Now it's like because it has a negative connotation.
I'm asking, but what's wrong with me meeting you and because this is my thing, right? So a lot of women, they want high value men, and I hate that term. It's a whack ass term. I hate it, but we can use it today. A lot of women, they want high value men, which is the 5'11", size 11, Naeem the Dreams that globetrot the world. These are the guys that they want. You know, your favorites favorite. These are the guys that y'all want. And so when you want these I don't even like high value men. I like highly sought after men because those are two different things, right? You got high value, but then you got dragon slayers out here that's running through anything and everything with little to no resistance. Those are the men that y'all be really wanting. And so when you're dealing with men that have unlimited access to women, you're going to have to offer more than coochie in the fact that you're cute. I can get coochie from anywhere, all shapes, sizes, when I want it, how I want it. So at that point, right, because now I'm going to need you to stimulate my mind. Now I'm going to know what kind of mom are you. Now I want to know how accomplished are you. Now I'm going to know what is it that you can offer me besides the fact that you're cute and that your coochie is good. And I don't think that should be offensive.
It's not, but you see how you just asked those questions? Oh,
Right.
You see how you just asked those questions? Those are the questions that the financially stable and confident guy asks. He does not ask, what do you bring to the table? I mean, specifically that question. What do you bring to the table? When most of the men who ask that question, it is not the financially sound and stable guy. It is the guy who wants you to prove your worth so that he can now try to devalue you because I promise you.
I'm listening. No, I want to hear this. I'm listening.
It's usually that guy, the guy who is not even on your level. Let's be honest.
Really?
And he should be proving his worth. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, he asking me what I bring to the table. The chairs, motherfucker. Like what?
So I hear that, and just like the beautiful young lady that I had on my podcast, that went viral as well. When I asked her, well, what is it? What do you bring? And that's why everybody in the comments went batshit crazy because y'all are saying this is y'all. I don't know what chick y'all got that from. Probably some single woman, but she literally jumped on there and was like, "The table, bitch. I'm the table."
Oh, I don't bring the table.
There are all types of tables. We got Fisher Price tables, right? With the plastic cutting ware. We got China table. Like there's all types of tables. But then my counter for you're the table is what good is having a table that nobody wants to dine at?
I don't bring the table. I've never said that.
Oh.
I always say I bring the chairs because I bring partnership. I don't know about wanting to be the table. No, you should already have a table.
Most women just
I just want to sit at the table with you. I'm not
just bringing an appetite though, and that's where I think our issue is as men. A lot of women just want to pull up with an appetite and silverware. That's it. Like that's all that they bring. It's just a big ass mouth with a big ass appetite.
Put me in queue, man. Put me up behind Naeem.
I'm going. Go ahead, get your
shit. Naeem, go ahead.
I don't think nothing's wrong with wanting to know that answer, but I think it's one of the things you don't ask because you can talk to a woman for a couple hours and see what she's about, or not even a couple hours, but that's one of the things where women will tell on themselves. It's like it's pointless to ask. Like it's like asking women their body count. I don't ask women their body count because I know I'm never gonna get the honest answer. So why ask? I've been stopped asking that probably in my early 20s, maybe. Like it's just pointless. So want to know what you bring to the table is something you will find out by simple conversation. I think asking the question in itself makes no sense because they're all going to say the same thing. I'm different. I cook, I clean, or whatever the case may be. It's just one of the things you got to find out through conversation, through chilling, through spending quality time. That's what I say.
Name, if you don't mind, and I'm sorry because now we clicking on all cylinders. So what you said about the body count is always
don't ask that.
No, well, this is the thing. A woman with a low body count, you don't have to ask. The whole neighborhood knows. Like one thing about a woman with a low body count, she can't wait to say because only 2 men been in this. She screams it from the. Everybody know that chick that say that respectfully because it's something to be proud of. Whenever women are withholding that, whenever they're keeping it, it's like getting pulled over for your first time. And I'll give you a story real quick, and I'll make this real fast. I used to smoke cigarettes like 20 years ago, right? Really long time ago. And I used to not be old enough to get cigarettes. And so every time I would go in there, I got hoodies on, I got disguises, all types of shit, right? But I remember getting my ID. I had finally turned 18, and I'm hype as up because she used to always call me. So the day I walk up to the counter, I'm sweating because I can't wait. I was going to slap it on the counter. And I remember proper conduct does not fear exposure. So when I had the right answer or something that I was not ashamed of, I couldn't wait to be asked about it. Those women that don't tell you are secretive with the amount, not that you should ever ask. I'm not saying that. But a woman to keep it real, she can't wait to say this body count is dirt ball. I just wanted to say that. My fault though. Go ahead.
Naeem, so what you said, right? I think that it's not a question that I don't have a problem with the question, right? If you end up getting asked the question, you get asked the question. I've asked it one time in my life. It's not a question that I ask women. However, I don't think it's fair to have that position that like, so I get it. Like a woman, she going to give herself up. However, when it comes to just, I want to see if you can articulate it. Like I want to have a conversation with you. What do you think that you provide to a man? Like it's nothing wrong with asking that question and seeing if a woman can articulate it. And I think a lot of women's fear is that they understand that they're not articulate and that they think, I feel like I know what I offer, but I can't communicate it to you. So why are you asking it to me? And that's fine. But I prefer them to say it, than to be like, oh, I bring the table. And then you come up with the same answer that every other one, the same talking point that every other woman in the world who really probably doesn't offer much at that time, says the same thing. I am the table.
Yeah.
That's what I'd rather just not ask because I don't want to sound like one of these podcast niggas.
It's a
So
low-
that's
it's
why,
a-
you know what I mean? So just that's not a question I want to ask. It's
The
just
key
like,
to-
oh, yeah.
It's like you don't
You
like
know
the
what I
word pause. You got certain words that just don't do it.
Well, but the key to
I try not to. It's probably the reason why 2026 I'm the only dude you're gonna see with a rat tail in the back of their head. I try not to be like nobody. I don't want to be like a carbon copy of these dudes. Like asking this, what do you bring to the table?
What
big
makes
nah,
you different
that's-
though? When you say you don't want to be like these dudes, though, like what sets you apart from the everyday man? What's special about you?
I would say just I'm very unique in things that I like. The fact that like I'm almost 40 and I've never taken a sip of alcohol, never smoked. I you know, I don't know you know from putting out books and I've written screenplays and I just I guess and then a lot of my belief system, like the reason why like things I believe in, like I would say it makes me pretty much different. Like like even the way I dress, like so but it's one of the things where you just have to know me. Like people that know me will say, oh yeah, he's different.
Naeem, can I keep it a buck with you?
Yeah.
I want to keep it a buck with you, Naeem. And this is just what I think is true. Let me know if it's not true. I think that you don't care what a woman brings to the table because you know I'm bringing what I'm bringing to the table. I don't give a fuck what you got because I'm not paying for you anyway. I'm not paying your bills. I'm not taking over this. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna bring what I bring, and we're gonna be roommates. Is that valid?
I never said I don't care. I said just not action. I said that from the door. I said there's nothing wrong with wanting to know. I said it's not a question I'm going to verbally say out my mouth. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I dig it, but I guess I'm saying because you would you consider yourself a 50-50 guy? When it comes, you know, so you like more versus a guy who's like, yo, I got so much that I want to invest in you. I got so much to offer a woman. I got all of this that women are saying that they want. And it's like, I'm curious, what do you feel, you know, you also offer versus you was like, yo, I'm bringing my half, shorty. And when we go out, we splitting, we going Dutch. So I just think I just wanted to add that. I think it's relevant.
Yeah, that's cool. But now, like I said, it matters. But like I said, just not something I'm asking. Like you don't.
For you, Naeem, if you are consciously trying to be different, is it genuine?
I don't think I have to try. I don't think I have to try. It's like it's generally. I'm a kind of person like in an all white party, I would probably have something on that with color in it.
But that's consciously trying to be different, though. Like, so that's what I mean. Like, you're consciously trying to be different. Like,
oh well, yeah, of course. Sometimes, of course. Sometimes you're constantly being different. Yeah, sometimes. But sometimes I'm generally like that. Like I'm like even when it comes to like never smoking and drinking, it's not because I'm I want to do it because I'm different. I never seen the reason to. I never seen the reason to. So it's that's not something I'm purposely trying to do. I don't believe in just doing things because it's popular. Like if I haven't got my first tattoos, I was like 18. I haven't got one since. If I go back, I would take those off. So like everything, like I never really cared about sitting at the cool table because like, you know what I mean? Like I never really cared about sitting at the cool table. That's why I don't mind being the only man saying something that all the other men are saying. And whatever comes with that, oh shit, I gotta be the simp because I'm the only man saying, well, why is it okay for a dude to have 4 baby mothers? Like, you know what I mean?
That's an easy question.
Or whatever.
That's an easy question to answer though.
Yeah, but we wasn't on that.
That's going to open up. That's going to be a big conversation.
It's an extremely easy question though. It's very easy.
You think it's not okay though? It's not okay.
Why?
Well,
why
I have
not?
a question.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So are there any questions that women shouldn't ask men, or is it just that is certain questions that men shouldn't ask women? Like, is this like standard applied across the board? Like, there's certain questions that women should not ask a man because it's just like you shouldn't do that. It's like, is that standard applied? like across the board.
They were saying he was saying actions speak louder than words is Naeem's overarching sentiment. He's saying she gonna tell you anything, especially when she enamored with you. She gonna try to placate to you when she like you that much. So he said listening to her talk means little. I like what Mont was saying in terms of you asked it is like a podcast question, Naeem, but you ask it so you can get insight into our ideology. The truth is women thought sex and beauty were enough because we allowed it. Men only ask for 1 or 2 things. We should be asking for 10 things from women. Whatever those things are, it should be more than just 2. She can fake 2. She can't fake 10. And then niggas wonder why they get hit with a honey bun because they didn't ask for enough from that woman. And if he needs to understand when he's dealing with a woman, you the A side. But for so long, we've been taught how to treat women. They never been taught how to treat us.
That I agree with. I agree with that. But like I said, even it's like I could tell, but it's about if I get a chick's number and we text and I have certain questions that'll let me know, okay, she's been around the block a few times without asking what's your body count. I could just tell. Like conversation will tell. You know, I mean, you could ask her, you could bring up a situation like, yo, guess what happened to my homeboy? Yeah, this girl did blah blah blah. Would you do that? And I made the whole scenario up. But now I'm I'm now putting her in it. Like it's a lot of ways to tell if a girl been around the block without blatantly asking her body count. Like, you know, that's as an example. Like, because
I want to know a way then, because hold up, because y'all didn't say this. Could you like give me a few examples, like just out of conversation, because women are a little advanced. So like, what's a telltale sign from conversation that she's been around the block?
Let's see. It could be what's one or not been around the block, but if she's had some wild nights. Like what's okay. What's the drunkest you ever been? Tell me a night in your life you regret. She went to college. Ask about the freshman year in college or something like that. It's I'm trying to think. It's a lot of ways. It could be a certain thing that a perfect one example. If you ask her about the threesome question, like, yo, have you ever had a threesome? And she's gonna 9 times, like some women count 2 men as being a threesome. Like they count that as a threesome. So yeah, some women count that as a threesome. So actually, she had a threesome.
That's a train.
No.
See, that's his perspective. That
I knew y'all was gonna do that.
That's a train. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
Raise your hand if you think 2 men and a woman is a threesome.
There's no way that it can't be a threesome.
It's a train.
No, there's no way that it can't be a train.
It's a threesome though. It's a threesome. So a male's
it's only a threesome
ego,
if both men are messing with each other too.
A male's hold on. Let me cook. A male's ego has to already transform it into a train because his ego won't let him process it as anything else. So it's a threesome. And a threesome is the act of 3 people. A threesome could be a dog, you, and a chick. If that's what's going on in there, respectfully, it's some bestiality involved.
No.
So what's a train? So what is a train to you? What's a train to you then?
Yeah, the men have to interact together. If it's a threesome, all 3 need to be interacting together, which means the men need to be interacting too.
So they high fiving.
If that man ain't put his mouth on her mouth, and it ain't no threesome. If they ain't doing all that, so they just using her body.
I've been in a few rooms with threesomes with women only. Right. And I've been in some where all parties were involved. I've been in some where I'm nailing her from the back, she eating the cat, and we didn't even, and then I knock her down, pass her, and then knock the other one down. I've been in some where I knock one down while one laying next to the other one, then I so like I just think that is the act of 3 people in a room. Shitting me.
No.
Yeah, though, my fault. You're the menageologist. Let me hear from the menageologists. I want to hear from the menageologist.
A train is when you utilize a woman's body. You just using her body. I want that mouth. You want that box. Like you're taking it, you using it, and you dip. It ain't if it's a threesome. If y'all putting miles on each other, which is that's crazy. But if like niggas kissing her and all that, then that's a threesome. But if they just using your body, it's not a threesome.
In the train, everybody
have to interact with each other. Like all parties have to interact with each other. So like the men need to be kissing the men, the women need to kiss the men. Like everybody has to interact for it to be a threesome.
How many threesomes have you had, Aaliyah?
I don't know anything about that.
Oh, okay. So
It's just it's
Yeah.
it's in the word. It says threesome. So
Right.
all three people need to be interacting for it to be a threesome. Like that's just like that's just what that's just
What?
in the word.
Well, if that's the case, then what's an orgy?
I'm not even going. I'm done.
More than three.
Orgy is when it's multiple people all interacting in the same room.
So you can't have an orgy with 3 people?
I mean, you can call a threesome an orgy if you want.
The
because
reason why
all
I'm
three-
saying that because we might even call it a bust down, but the fact of the matter is, first of all, ain't no man. That should make me sick just saying it. Like that's uncomfortable. Like ain't no man kiss another man while you busting down the chick. Now, as far as the whole train thing, I mean, honestly speaking, I think it's an error type thing because the train is basically if I smash, then my man come through, he smash, and then another man come through and he smash. Because there might be a gang of us and she with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a game.
That's a train where we all just running through her. That's why it's like a train. Choo choo.
No, trains have
run
train
through it.
cars.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you be in the same room all the time. You might be waiting in the living room.
Yeah, like go ahead, dog. Go ahead, knock it down. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
just one after another.
Yeah,
How we
if
get here?
everybody in the same room, that's different.
Another
But to that one question, Naeem said though, you can tell, you can just be. It's the pattern because you can pretend
Nah,
that you.
this conversation sounds good. I'm trying to get in.
Can women run a train on a man?
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. That's a threesome
So
or a
it's not
train.
no, they said a train is
It's
not a
train.
threesome. She said, hold up. Miss Aaliyah said that because my thing is this: if the two chicks do not interact at all, one rod in his face, one rod in his pipe, but they do not interact at all. They just he's a train. This is not a threesome. That's what by her standards, this is not a threesome. This is a train being ran.
If they just using his mouth and they're using his if they just using it and getting on, train.
Okay, cool. Right. I learned something new every day. Go ahead, Mr. Albert. You muted, bro. You muted. Unmute, bro.
Mr. IBIM, you gotta unmute.
Can y'all hear me?
We
got.
Okay, bet.
You can't hear you, True.
I'm gonna come in when it's time to come in. I'm gonna let y'all keep minutes talking. I'm gonna come in.
All right. But anyway, so can you hear me? Damn.
Yes, I can hear you. I don't think Miss IBM can hear you.
All right, cool. Everybody hit the likes, man. If y'all like what's going on, we just getting started because I got a lot to say. Hit the likes. Make sure y'all turn the chat up, man. Make sure y'all hit the super.
It's all good. Keep going.
At the bottom of the screen as well. I said it's a threesome as well. Everybody that is over on Instagram, come over to the YouTube channel right now. We on it tonight, man. We are definitely on it tonight. Definitely super duper dope conversation. Hit the dollar sign at the bottom of the screen. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up and turn the joint up. Han, did you want to say something? Or are we still on this train threesome theory?
No, we definitely not on that. Please.
Okay.
But Aaliyah did ask a question I think has a little bit of legs to it because it was off of the initial question that Explicit brought to the table. Aaliyah, you were saying that are there questions we should or should not ask?
Yeah, because when Explicit started out with the topic, she said that men shouldn't ask this question, or like she doesn't like that men ask about like what you bring to the table. And then Naeem furthered that by saying you shouldn't ask. There's just certain questions you shouldn't ask women. So I just want to know if that standard is applied to men as well. Like there's certain questions that women shouldn't ask men.
Aaliyah, what you think about this? And then Akira, you can get the floor. I think people hate questions they don't got an answer to.
Oh,
I agree.
Yeah. Ooh. So I think people I don't like that. Yeah, because the answer might shock you.
Well, for me, it wasn't about the not having an answer. It was about the type of person who, me personally, in my experience,
Plus, you didn't have an answer. You know that, right?
That's a fact.
I did have an answer.
You started talking about, well, take this walk with me. You started talking about like success and some other shit that we don't give a fuck about.
No, I never answered the question.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought you were talking about like how like
partnership. You say you bring the chairs.
That was the first thing I said, but I never really fully answered the question.
Hey, Explicit. Every time a woman throw that word partnership at me, I duck. I don't want to be associated with that shit at all. And I got good head movement. I got a boxing match on February 28th.
Well,
I duck that shit. That shit's scary.
My thing is not necessarily that I don't have an answer to the question. My thing is, in my own experience, the type of men who's asked it, their motive behind asking it is not what Truth said.
You said how many men asked you before?
I've been asked that question probably maybe 2 or 3 times, and
Okay.
and when I've been asked it, it's not ever by the guy who, like I said, is financially sound and confident. It's usually the guy who I find out don't really got his shit together.
But like, is there a criteria to ask a question? Like, I didn't know that there was a certain criteria for a person to ask a question. Like,
It's not a criteria. The problem is that, again, they have an ulterior motive.
okay,
And
and
that-
how
the
do we
undertone
mind
of
that
it is
out? Like, how are we able to get to their motive? Like, how are we able
Because
to
as
tell
we
that?
continue to talk and converse, then I find out exactly, oh, this is why he asked me what I bring to the table. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not, again, I've never been asked this question by somebody who I deemed as.
Yeah. I'm assuming you answered the question when those guys asked you, the 3 guys.
Yeah.
Okay. What you tell them? I'm just curious. Would you just was like, yeah, this is what I can offer a man, or this is what I can offer a relationship?
Yeah, I
You
just
told them like the
explained.
things.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have a problem answering the question. Again, it's just about who is asking.
But if True did ask you the question,
Tone to them asking is prove to me that you worthy, and I don't like that.
Splish. Well, that's all. Yo, let me ask you, Splish. Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
What you bring to the table, beloved?
I'm not answering that question for you because we ain't dating.
Man, it's a secret now. Okay, I got it.
That's cool, but I ain't answering that question for you. We ain't dating.
There you go, man.
But I have an answer to the question.
All right, man. Carrie, you gonna say something?
I just got a topic whenever y'all ready.
But no, I mean, but my thing is this. I was going to let it. Why can't we know what you bring? We got our shit together. Niggas got money, fame. What do you bring to the table?
You married, Hamp married, Mott married, sir. No.
Naeem ain't married.
This is not a
Naeem
dating show.
And I even got no kids.
Hot boy Twin ain't married.
This is not a dating show. And this is
Naeem,
not
can you
the
ask her, please,
interview.
good
I'm
brother?
not
You the
gonna
only
be
one
out
that
here interviewing.
qualifies. Hold on. Naeem, you
Excellent.
qualify to ask the question, good brother. Could you please ask this young lady?
He don't qualify.
Somebody sent $5 to me. I asked.
They don't be
I
having
said,
the answers
don't
for
be
it. It's a
saying
tough
that.
question.
Naeem said he doing good. He ain't got no
Hey, now,
kids.
do y'all really want to know her answer?
No,
Yeah.
like I don't want you.
Please.
Like, this is what I'm saying. What criteria? What's the criteria
$5
for
hit somebody in the
to be
check.
able to ask a question?
There's
Because
not
I
a
don't think
criteria. Again,
I don't think he's qualified to ask you that question. I don't think he's qualified to ask that type of question.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
Anyway, so like if
Why?
we're gonna talk
Why,
about who
Aaliyah?
should be asking,
Wait. Don't speed past that. Why he not qualified to ask that question, Lee?
I'm
Because he's the
not
guy.
trying to do this
Okay,
again.
with all
Like,
due
Nah.
respect,
Hold on, Splish.
You cannot. You gotta. If you say something, you gotta. You gotta elaborate.
not trying to do this again with you 2 weeks
Nah,
ago.
go ahead.
Hold on, let's do this. Hold up, slow down. Aaliyah, why is Naeem not qualified to ask a woman what she brings to the table?
First of all, he came off saying he's 5'11", size 11. Like, that's corny. Like, that's whack. Like things like that. Like, you should, like, come on. Like, I'm not even trying to really, I'm not trying to do this. I was just trying to say, like, it's a broader thing. There is a criteria, I guess, for a certain man to ask a certain question. I'm just trying to mind that part out. Like, what's the criteria for a person to ask a question? I'm not trying to shoot at Naeem. Y'all brought him up saying he could ask the question. As a woman, I disagree. He's not qualified to ask that type of question. And all the rest of the women on the panel agree. Like, he's not qualified. So
Wait. Hold on, time out. Because at this point, this is an attack now. This is basically an attack. And you're speaking for other women. Like, see, now I'm holding. See, I don't like arguing with women. I'm holding back on the things I could say about her. Like, I'm holding back on the things I can say about her.
Y'all not arguing. Y'all gonna have a conversation. Y'all going. I want to know.
Me saying I'm 5'11", so you know what I did? That's what I did, right? Because I noticed that women always ask the same question: how tall are you? Who you live with? Blah blah blah. So you know what I did? I started putting it all together. Because I don't want to ask copying. I don't. So you know, if I get a girl number, Yo, I'm Terrell Naeem Austin, 5'11", 5'11", no kids. I tell them my job, where I'm from, all of that. I knock it out the way in one shot.
Introduce yourself as a
Because they all
dating
gonna ask the
profile.
same thing. What happened?
You introduce yourself as a dating profile.
No, I'm talking
Like,
about once I
that's
get the phone number. Like I'm saying, like if I
exactly every woman you talk to, you introduce yourself like you want, like it's a date or something. Like this is your profile,
that, yeah.
and you just
Listen,
say
listen. I don't like to brag
like
about myself because I think that's corny. But
you just
listen,
said
hold on.
that
Let
you
me talk. Let me talk. Let me
cater
talk.
your introduction to what women would ask off rip. You cater your introduction about yourself based off what women
Because
would
they're gonna
ask
ask it anyway. They're gonna ask it anyway. So I just knock it out the ballpark. I just knock it out the way. And I don't like to brag about myself. 'Cause that's corny, but I do well for myself. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure you probably been to my page. I'm a pretty nice looking guy. I'm a pretty.
you. I have not been on
You
your
know what I
page.
mean?
I have not been on your page.
All right, good. Stay off, because you probably don't like. I'm gonna be honest. You don't look like the type of. I don't think you like black men. I get
Come
that
on,
sense. Do you
Naeem,
like black men?
you sound like
Hold
the
on, Dove.
girls,
You gotta
Because
man.
stay
I
out the way.
because
Stay out the
the
way.
way
Let him-
I remember her talking about the welfare thing. She reminds me of like one of the black girls that one of them black girls that probably watch anime and she saw Menace to Society and think all black guys are like she probably saw New Jack City for the first
I'm
time
from
last year.
Brooklyn, New York. I'm
I
from
don't. I know a
Brooklyn, New
lot of
York. Do
fucking
you
geeks
hear
from Brooklyn.
yourself?
That don't mean shit. You probably from
Like
Bike Lane, Brooklyn.
I don't know
You
what you
from City
mean.
Bike,
Like
Brooklyn. You don't look like you from like.
I've been first of all, I've been raised by black men. Well, I don't even need to
Well, you're black, so I'm
qualify.
pretty
I don't
sure.
have to
But
qualify myself, but I'll just say I've been raised by black men. I've only ever loved on black men. I've never strayed outside my race. I don't do things like that. That's not me. But you see how anyways,
you don't
I don't
like.
know
You know,
what I've said. I don't
a
know
man
what
from
I've
Brooklyn
said
once said, "We don't
to
believe you.
That's
You
fine.
need more
Nobody has to
people."
believe me. I don't need nobody to believe
Have you
me.
ever fucked a
You
white
need
man?
people to believe you.
You ever
That's
fucked
why
a?
we doing this right
Yep.
now.
Nah.
Everything. I'm really who I say I am, though. Like there's not. I
Who
tell
said
no
you
lies.
wasn't? Who
I
said you
don't.
wasn't? You trying to prove yourself to who?
You attacked
Me?
me.
I'm
I didn't
20.
blatantly
I
say
didn't
anything.
attack you. I didn't attack you.
You
I
that
just
was an
said you're not
attack.
qualified to ask a question.
That was an
Like,
attack. I'm just saying.
how is that? How is that an attack?
You?
Could I interject real quick?
How many? Have you ever fucked a white man? Be honest.
Nope. Nope.
I don't believe you, but go ahead.
Real quick. So,
Good.
is it true that all the women on the panel are saying that Naeem's not qualified to ask the question? Because I don't want to single out Aaliyah if they all are feeling that
Go
way.
around. Yes or no, real quick.
Ladies.
Splits.
No, he's not.
Akira.
No.
Tamia.
I don't know him enough to say that he's not.
Yes or no, real
qualified.
quick. Based on what you know, that's all.
I don't know. I honestly don't.
Okay.
Can I ask Aaliyah? Can I ask you
yes,
this?
real dope.
Who on here is qualified to answer?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What's the criteria? Like, what's the criteria for a man? If there is a criteria, what is that criteria? Because for me, if it's gonna be a criteria, my criteria for me is like, I feel like you pander to women, like I said last week. So I feel like you shouldn't act like you shouldn't ask what a woman brings to the table because you don't really care what you're gonna take whatever she brings anyway. Like
You
you're gonna
got me
take whatever.
all fucked up.
So
You got me all.
it's just like
you got me all
shouldn't
fucked up.
ask it because you don't care.
I'm the only one on this panel.
You don't care about the standard of woman that comes towards
Do
you.
you remember? I was the. You're new here.
Anything.
You just
Like,
got here last week. You just got here last week.
I'm just saying.
You wasn't here when I was the
That's what
only
you said
man.
last week too. You said
I was the
from
only
last week,
man.
you said that.
I was the only
You
man
said
on here
that.
saying that I would let a woman treat on the first date. Like, you know what I mean? I'm.
You said
Like
do
a panderer is
woman
not gonna
would do
say that.
what?
I'm the only one on
You
here
said a
said I
woman would
want
do
woman.
what on the first date?
I want a woman that makes more than me. I want a woman to treat on the first date. Like I'm the only one on here that said that. A panderer is not saying that.
All right, hold up.
You know what I'm saying? Like a panderer is not saying that. Whatever you fucking want to call.
This is my thing though, Aaliyah, right? Because you said that you easily came to the conclusion that he's not qualified. So then he asked you, out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 men up here, does any, because you know that he doesn't. So you know what doesn't qualify to ask the question. So what would then? Like, is there any man up here that would be qualified, I guess, to your qualification?
Well, I don't know. I don't know any other. I don't know the men up here for real. But I just feel like a man that is about it, like who stands for something, who has like standards and things of that nature, actually cares about the quality of woman that's coming towards him. He can ask that question. He's allowed to ask that question because it's a question that, I don't think it's a problem with the question in itself. Like, if you want to know what somebody can bring, add value to your life, you should be able to ask that question. a man, a woman, like we should be able to ask these type of questions amongst each other. I just think somebody, well, based off the things that Naeem has said while I've been up here since last week, since I guess me being new is a thing. So from what I've heard him say, he doesn't really have any type of standard for a woman. He doesn't really care. Like he said last week, he'll be at the slut walk. Like we know, he just accept any type of caliber of woman. He doesn't care. So I just don't feel like somebody like him should be asking what you bring to the table because he doesn't care in the first place. So what you asking for?
Okay, so let me just before we open the floor back up. So you called him corny, and so what is your basis for that? Like, what's your grounds for calling him corny?
So you see how he introduced himself like a dating profile? I find that to be corny. He could have just like everybody. You know, this is not a dating panel, so I don't understand why he was like putting himself out as a prospect, as if like, I don't know, like if people from the comments might reach out to him to like want to talk. I don't know like why he presented himself that way, but like everybody else like didn't do that. Like,
okay, all right,
so,
Miss Explicit, right? Can you put your microphone on because we just want to ask the women. So you are another one that said that the brother is not qualified to ask that. And so I want to know, why doesn't he? Like, what about him disqualifies him from asking you that?
I don't know him personally, but from what I learned in the last 6 weeks that we've been doing this panel, he's not in the same league as me.
Really? And what does that entail?
Like you said, you are a teacher. We all know what like teacher salaries look like. I know you said you a author, but you are exactly the guy who I'm talking about. And no disrespect, I am saying this.
Man, go ahead.
But you are exactly the guy who I'm talking about who asked me this question, and then I'd be like, really? Like, yeah.
Okay. And listen, let me say this before we get to the next lady. Do not talk on my platform with disclaimers. If you got something to say it, no holds barred. All of this electronic.
Right. I don't want to be offended, you know.
If we gonna talk, let's talk like men and women. It is what it is. Miss Akira, you're next up. Can you tell me why you feel like the brother does not qualify to ask this question?
I think for me, it's just the level of intellect, the conversation. I think that's really the whole foundation of asking a woman a question when you can't even have an intellectual, high value conversation. So I think that a lot of times, you know, people don't look at it in that way, but your first impression is everything. So I think that that's what Explicit is trying to say. Like, her impression of him has been made for the past couple of weeks that she's been on this podcast with him, because it's been a lot of lack of intellect. You feel what I'm saying? So I guess for me, it's the lack of intellectual conversations and the fact that it's just not, it doesn't align. When it's unequally yoked, even the conversation, we can't even talk about what I bring to the table because we're not even on the same level. So
okay.
Can I ask you got to explain that, because you got to explain.
One more, then you can
go ahead.
Tamia still got it. Oh no, Tamia didn't say nothing. Oh yeah,
Tamia said that she didn't know.
Touche, my fault.
Hold on. So Naeem, do you want to land your plane, or do you want her to explain?
No. The first thing I want to say about the introduction is because once upon a time I was a really dope podcaster in my city. I've interviewed fucking Shakur Stevenson, who you might heard of this weekend. I've interviewed New Jersey governor, the Newark mayor, fucking I forget the names. Dr. Umar Johnson, a lot of people. So that was like my introduction. I used to start off like, you have to have a personality. You know what I'm saying? So it all kind of meshes. So that was like one of the introductions I would say before I started off the show. But like I said, I forget about things I've done in life. I've done a lot of dope things in life. I forget about the shit. I forgot. Like, so that's where that come from. And secondly, as far as intellectual level, I think I probably bring the most unique perspective on here. Like, I think because you're not used to you're not used to the things I'm saying, is that it's not intellectual. I think you calling somebody a boss is unintellectual. Like, what's wrong? Like, what? Tell me something I said that you can say that didn't sound like you were like, I'm not, everything I'm up here saying makes sense. Just because you don't agree with it doesn't mean like, you know what I mean? Like, tell me something. You gotta say something specifically that I said that sounded like somebody with a low IQ. You got to say something. Tell me something. You got to tell me something. Go ahead.
So
name or something specifically I said, and go ahead. I won't interrupt anymore. Go ahead.
What you're talking about now, we never asked you for your resume. We never asked you once for your resume. What we're talking about right now is the fact you done went down a whole list of what you've done, the dope things that you've done, right? But that does not change the level of your conversation, sir. So you're sitting up here trying to tell me that just because you did all of these dope things that makes you intellectual. No, we're talking about the substance of certain conversations. If you don't even have certain substance, a substance in the conversation that we're having, then you're not even on the same intellectual level is what I'm saying. You be all over the place. You can't even stick to one topic because we're on here talking about a specific thing and you running down the dope things that you've done. We never asked you about your podcast. We never asked you who you done sat down and interviewed with. We ain't asked you none of that. We asked you, why do you feel like you're on an intellectual level to have a conversation with a woman like Explicit? Why do you?
I was explaining the introduction that Aaliyah said, because she said, "Why do you introduce yourself?" But secondly, what's so intellectual about Explicit? What did she say that was so groundbreaking to you? What did she say that was like fucking woo? Like, tell me, what is something she said that? And by the way,
I got a question.
This is something I believe in. There's no woman out of my league.
What I'm saying,
the only woman out of my show me a virgin, and I'll show you a woman out of my league. Show me a virgin, and I'll show you a woman out of my league. But go ahead.
What I'm trying to tell you is, just because it looked like you got motion, don't mean you moving. That's the thing. Just because it looked like you got motion,
I don't got motion. I'm not here to brag. I don't got. Listen. You got to understand. I'm only saying these things because of what you and Aaliyah said. I didn't come out the blue and say, "Did you know?" Did I come out the blue and say, "Yo, did I tell you I interviewed Shakur Steve?" Did I say that? I'm defending what y'all was saying.
Nobody cares about your resume, sir. Nobody cares about how you sell yourself.
I was attacked. Like I was literally attacked, and I'm defending myself. Like, what the fuck? You gotta like, how am I wrong? I'm
saying that.
Naeem, let me ask a question.
Go ahead.
I wanted to ask Akira. So you said that so you feel if a man is not intellectual, he has no value? If he can't articulate himself?
If he cannot articulate himself well,
because you can run into a man that know how to articulate himself, and even women that know how to use the words that need to be used, and they still not on shit. So they still don't have motion, but they can be very articulate. That could go hand in hand. The dope boy might not be articulate, but he has more money and he has more resources than the nigga that went to college. Like,
and I will probably crush you on the oxygen test.
That's a real thing.
Like,
so I don't feel that you have to be articulate to be to hold value. I don't feel that you need to be articulate. Some people is not good with talking, and especially we on a platform, and he might not be able to express himself how Truth is able to express himself, or I might not be able to express myself how Explicit is able to express herself. But that don't take nobody.
I think that my perspectives are just different.
That's the difference between me and.
Okay, before you comment, hold on. That's not what she said to me. Like what you just rebutted wasn't actually what she said. She never said that he had.
So can you clarify what she? Okay, because I might misinterpret.
She said that she didn't feel that he was intelligent.
About a money conversation. So that's what I'm saying. I don't care about a man if he has money or whatever the case may be. I'm talking about can he have an intellectual conversation with me to where he can stimulate my mind enough for him to ask me the damn question, what do I bring to the table? That's what I'm saying. You can't even stimulate my mind, sir, and you want to ask me what I bring to the table. That's what I mean. I don't give a damn about how much money he got.
You'll be an easy hit in real life, though. In real life, you'll be an easy hit if you keep it at 100. You'll be easy. You'll be easy. Like you'll be. I know you're on a podcast. So I know you're gonna say, well, but you would be easy. I could tell you would be easy. You'll be a piece of cake.
Please.
You don't have to
one
do
card
that.
conversation that you probably in the back seat in minutes. Like
you don't have to do that.
I'm just saying.
It'll never be you. It'll never be you.
The ugliest shit. All right, go ahead.
Hold up. Let's reel it back and let's hold up. Just I get it, and I'm not even listen. Let's really
Listen. I've been on. Listen, since day. I've never insulted anybody.
I'm not disputing that, bro. No,
I never called nobody corny. I never insulted anybody
No,
intellectual.
Last week. You
No,
told me a pick me
Naeem,
last
that's your
week.
shit. You love
But I
calling
was
niggas
on the
corny.
defense. Who called who names first? Now keep it a buck.
First of all, I didn't even
You called
call
me
you
a pick
panderer.
me, and I called
asked
it back.
you. No. If we watch the tape back, I asked you. I said, "Are you a panderer?"
All right, so we're gonna move forward. Hold on, hear me out. All right, cool. So we're gonna move forward. Let's get to the next conversation. And let me just say this. Nah, I mean, y'all been a little rough on him, but and it's cool. Like, he's a man, he can take it. But we just want to move on to the next topic. Like I said, everybody that's here, let's hit the likes, let's hit the super stickers at the bottom of the screen. And let's turn this chat up. Everybody that's on Instagram, come over to the YouTube channel, Nothing But the Truth Podcast. Anybody that has anybody that has topics, you are more than welcome to put them in the chat. And for everybody that sent the super stickers to me or Hant, man, we really, really appreciate y'all. Let's get a topic, please, besides Naeem and Aaliyah, please. Can we get a topic, please?
Akira says she had one.
Finish the last one.
I know we kind of.
We
What was the
moving
last
on.
topic?
Nah,
What
that was
questions
that.
are off limits per gender?
Yeah, like
Oh.
we could have minded that out. Like that's where I was trying to get at, and that's why I was trying to explain. I was not trying to attack him.
Okay, well, go ahead.
I
We'll
was
go
just
to the
saying
question.
if there's going to be a qualification for a specific for a man to ask a question, like let's talk about that. That's what I was trying to get at. I don't.
Okay,
understand.
cool. Who are you asking that question to?
Well, to the women on the panel, well,
Okay.
I guess Explicit and Akira, they both said when they was talking to Naeem, it was about like a certain level. He's not on their level and things
Okay.
of that nature. So I want to like build upon that. Like, what do you mean by level? Like are men and women like in a specific type of competition? Like, what is that? And that's just what I was.
Well, so what I heard, and so we could just speed through this shit. I heard that Akira said that he's not intellectually qualified. I heard that Explicit said that he's not financially qualified. If I'm just summing everything up that I heard, so I don't know if that's what y'all heard because
So
that's
it's the standard. So it's the qualification for a man to ask a question. He has to be financially stable and I guess intellectually, like I guess there.
that they are saying that those are their standards for him. I'm guessing.
Like is that your standard for men across the board? Because
Okay,
we're
now
not
ask
talking.
them.
Yeah,
Now
because
ask
we're not. Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
speaking about
But
Naeem
Aaliyah-
anymore, right? So let's
Aaliyah-
just bring it to men.
What it would seem like to me is that we all know that women are traditionally hypergamous, right? So they want men to be better than them at certain things. And I think that if a woman doesn't see you as somebody who can teach her something, as somebody who has more money than her, if she's not looking up at you, I think she's pretty much saying you don't qualify to really for me to be sought after by me. If that
But
makes
Mark,
sense.
Mark,
Drop
let's
the mic.
keep. No,
But
well,
is
no,
that-
pick up the mic. Pick up the mic. Because here's the thing, right? How do they know? How are they qualified to tell a man what he is or isn't? Right?
Yeah.
Just statistically speaking, none of us got dads. So what leadership has she been under? What tutelage to where she can say that man is not qualified for me because he drive a garbage truck?
Mhm.
It's superficial at best when they say it.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't think that's fair because the same thing as men, like they've been on the panel with Naeem for at least 3 weeks.
Mhm.
So they've been able to study him, they've been able to listen to him. In the same way as like me and you can be on here, we can listen to a woman for one show and be like, hell no, you don't qualify for that. Like, but you qualify for this though. Like you can get that from me, but you can't get this. Like we can see those things just through a conversation.
Mhm.
And they could be wrong. The ladies might be wrong, but I do think it's their right to
Have a speculation about it.
Yeah, speculate.
Okay. Yeah. No, 100%. I guess
Is that
my
applied to women too?
go ahead, Lee. You
So
low.
like,
my
is
fault.
there a qualification on women on what type of questions that we can ask a man? Like, do we have to be like a certain, I guess, level of, do we have to be on some certain level as a woman to ask a man a question? Is that like also applied to women as well?
In a perfect world,
Can I answer?
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's for
Please.
anybody.
Please answer.
To be honest with you, social media has made it to where women don't have to have a certain status because we always get those talks about men don't care about a woman's money, right? We always hear that all the time on social media. So that question that you're asking is kind of it doesn't coincide with what we're saying, because a man can do certain things or a woman can do certain things, and like Mott said, a man has to have a certain status in order for a woman to even feel safe enough to do what she does, right? Or what if she brings something to the table. So I just think that what you're saying about women, I don't think that would be
What am I saying about women? I'm just asking, so what you're saying is that because men don't necessarily have standards for women, I guess.
That's not true.
Like,
that's not true, Aaliyah. And so, and I don't mean to cut you off, sweetheart, but I want to really
true
on this so you talked about men not really having standards or qualifications for women, but we do. The only difference is our qualifications for women are different. So how a woman would expect for a man, let me cook for a second. So how a woman, and most, not all, right? But how a woman would expect for a man to be financially and intellectually equipped, right? Or well in that area, we have qualifications for women as well. We just get called homosexuals when we do have standards for women. So a man might say, well, you know what? I prefer for a woman to be low in BMI. I prefer for a woman to be low in body count. I prefer for a woman to look a certain way. When those qualifications are put into play, it is automatically looked at bashing, versus when you say to a man, you can't be broke, you can't be under 6 foot, you can't be this, you can't be that. We kind of got to take it and try. So no, there are definitely qualifications on both sides. It's just that we are bashed and damn near stoned to death when we have.
Well, that's essentially what I was asking Akira, because she just said, she was basically saying that men don't have standards for women, which is why women can ask any type of question to a man. Women can ask any question to a man because there's no standards.
I said they have
women.
different standards. Not they have none. I said they have different standards. It's a difference. That's what I was saying.
It's not that we don't have standards. Like, as long as a woman has humility, like, you can't have it doesn't. That's all we look for, like, certain things in women, but like it's not like the things that women look for in men. Like the things that women look for, like you gotta have money or you gotta be like intelligent and things like. We don't look for that necessarily in women to go on a date or to be we don't look for all that type of stuff.
Yeah,
we talking about asking a question though, so it's just like.
Anybody can ask anybody a question. There's no qualifications to ask a question. I think the people who think that you don't qualify to ask them a question won't give you an answer that is honest or they think you deserve, right? That's probably the key issue. Because if me and Mont standing in the middle of a bar on the train station, yo, what time is it, right? You can ask a person any question, but people are dismissing people because they don't think that they are of their ilk to answer them. But that's the overarching issue, right? That's the divide right there. People think they're better than what they are.
I think one of the biggest lies women tell is about the intellectual thing, because the most dumbest read with their finger dudes I know probably get the most pussy. So like that's why y'all. I'm a bisexual. Why is your baby father this dumbass nigga then? Like that's the best. I don't know who taught y'all that word. Now everybody's a type bisexual. That's not true. Y'all know y'all don't care about how smart a nigga is.
Sapiosexual?
What?
I think he's saying sapio.
Whatever.
But you don't have to, like, intelligence is never really a factor when it comes to hitting chicks.
For
like,
you,
I think we all know that. For any chick. So so let me ask you this.
Can you just bring it back to like what we were just all talking about? Like, so like, do you agree on if there should be a qualification on if somebody should ask a question? Do you agree that it is dismissive if certain people are saying, oh, you're not on this level to ask me this question? Like, can you contribute to that part of the conversation?
I say that I mean, I guess you could say that. Like,
no, I can't make this
up. I guess you could say that. But then again, I'm a kind of person. I don't think that nobody's out. I don't think nobody should think anybody's out each other's league. So I wouldn't say. Actually, no. I think anybody should be able to ask whatever they want. I think everybody should have the confidence to think that they could get anybody.
Sure.
So anybody should be able to ask anybody whatever. Like, why should I think? Like, why should I see a woman that takes a shit like me and eat like me and breathe like me is unattainable. Why should I think that?
You should have that confidence, though.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that. You
Well,
absolutely should.
That's power right there.
Absolutely,
You know,
I'm not mad
let
at
me
that.
let me
You
say something real
absolutely
quick.
should.
I don't think everybody should have that confidence.
I think you don't have that confidence, then who?
You should have confidence in
Nah,
anything.
but the
I don't care if
statement
it's
he
a. I
made
don't care.
was accurate, though. The statement he just made was accurate, y'all.
What
A lot of
was
women
accurate?
require stuff like they say they want an intellectual man, and like he said, some of these bitches baby daddies, and not y'all, but some women baby daddies be dumber than a box of rocks. So
You know the girl.
that was valid for what he said.
But you know the girls I used to take down when I was 19, I would probably be disgusted at them just being stupid, right? Like I can't stomach a stupid woman at this point in my life. When I was younger, I didn't give a fuck. You can be as dumb as like I don't care. But like at this point, like I can't be around a stupid woman. It would bother me so much. So
Yeah, at 19 you dated for a different purpose. Yeah, right now you got more substance with yourself, for sure.
Yeah, but that goes to speak to what he was saying about the baby daddy, right? So if my kid is 13, maybe I went to school, got a master's, and grown. The guy who I dated 13 years ago is not the guy I would date today. So you can judge me by my baby daddy, but who's to say that that's who I am right now? Like we grow and we evolve as people. I'm not the same person I was yesterday, today, okay? Because some shit happened. So to judge me based off of who I was in my 20s and I am now 43 is crazy.
Well, I disagree a little bit, and the reason why is because I've learned to make better decisions for the most part. But I'm still the dude I was at 20. I'm gonna keep it 100. Like I know to make better decisions, but the things that I liked at 20, I damn near like now. It's just I be like, I probably shouldn't be doing that. Like I am who I am. So especially with women, I think that women have this belief of new year, new me. And as soon as the new year comes, the cookie is new, the mistakes are new, nothing ever, like they're reborn every year. And I think that men are more accountable for exactly who they are and more honest about what it is that they like. So usually all of the things that women like that they'll be held accountable for, they have to pretend that they don't because they know that judgment comes afterwards. But even at this big age, I like a lot of shit that I still like. That I'm just keeping it 100. Like
I'm not saying that you change 100%. You know, you gonna keep some shit about yourself that you know what I'm saying. I ain't saying you change 100%, but on the same note, like you just said, I learned to make better decisions. The guy who I would date at 22, I wouldn't date at 43. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a big difference. But am I who I was? Absolutely. I'm gonna be me all day long. All day long. So absolutely, there's truth to what you just said. There's gonna be some shit that you keep. I'm not gonna change 1,000%. Like that's just
You know what? Let me say something. You know, this don't happen too often, but I somewhat gotta agree with Naeem on this one too, because it's a lot that it is a lot of lies that's being that be told. Females say that, like you said, I do agree. They say that they want an intellectual guy. They say they want this guy of high status, high caliber, and all this stuff like that. But in reality, they do continue to keep being choosing the same type of either low grade, low caliber, this type dude or that type of dude, but saying a whole nother thing because I guess because of that judgment. Explicit, you also said the same, kind of sort of the same thing. Whereas though, okay, people do change. A lot of time people say that they change, but let's not forget we the same people. Maybe not nobody on this panel, but I'm very quite sure it's we the same dudes that you want that high caliber dude, but we out here, I ain't gonna say not me, but there's niggas out here that ain't high caliber. You say you changed, but you still went for the same dude. Your last 3 niggas that you done picked was like that. But on a podcast, you would say, oh, I want him to have this. He got to be like this. Intellectual is like, nah. It sounds good. It sounds wonderful. But that don't be what the reality is. And again, I'm not saying nobody on the panel, but we got to be realistic because we the same dudes that's out here that y'all doing this shit with.
No,
so it ain't like we making it up.
Delusional broads out here for sure.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, I'm not saying that all women. I would never make that blanket statement, but because there are definitely women out here who claim to want something that they not even out here, accepting from men. But on the same note, people do evolve and change. Like, so to judge me based off of something that happened 10 and 15 years ago, when that's not the person I am today is crazy.
You know what I would add?
Let me ask you. Hold on, man. Let me ask you something. With you saying that, right? And I'm saying this is not directed towards you, but why do women do that? Period.
Do what?
Why even put up that front of, hey, I want this guy that's like this, knowing damn well you don't? Because the dude that most likely is the one you're attracted to is probably if he show a lot of paper or something that
well, because truth be told, a lot of women don't qualify for the man that they looking for.
I was just going to say that a lot of the women don't qualify for the men that they want, not looking for them.
Absolutely.
So why lie about it though?
That's why they settle. They have to lower they realize that they don't qualify to get that man, so they settle. They lower their high standards and settle for the man that don't have that they really need.
You know, Melly, I think another layer to this, right, is like I don't think Akira was saying like, yo, like I would never fuck you or something like that. But I think women treat different men differently, right? So like,
absolutely, I
had a woman come in my store, and she on the phone with her baby that she like, yo, you got the money for this? He like, no, I only got half. She like, this broke ass nigga. I don't even know how this broke ass nigga. No bitch ever talk to me like that, ever, whether I'm around or not around, right? That's what she do with him, and that's how they dynamic is. But different women treat different niggas the same. So it might be a nigga who she let ask her that question, but she would still fuck the other nigga, but she gonna take him through it too at the same time.
Mm-hmm. I guess my whole thing is just like I said, why punk think like that though? And the reason I'm saying that is because you also hear this statement of, you hear women say that they don't like liars, right? So is it that you don't want a man to lie to you, but you going to lie to us?
No, that's not the case.
That's what I'm saying. So why lie like that? Again, we already know, not the females on the panel, but we talking in general. Because why? Isn't that what be going on?
Well, because I don't think it's a lie, right? I think it's really what they want. This is really what I want. And I'm speaking hypothetically, right? This is really what I want. I want a high value man who is, who treats me like a queen and sweeps me off my feet and takes me on trips, whatever the case may be. But that high value guy that I want don't want me. Mm-hmm. So now I can't. That's what I want. So it's not a lie. It's what I want. But I can't have him because he don't want me. He ain't checking for me. So, but there is a guy at work who makes me laugh. Oh, and I giggle and I blush every time I see him, and he gives me little squigglies in my tummy. So now I'm gonna get this guy a shot because he's in my vicinity and he wants me.
But females say that they can have any man they want. Ain't that the term?
I don't know who's saying that because I ain't never said that shit.
I'm just stirring the pot. That's all.
I don't believe I can have any man I want.
Yo, Melly, do you understand this? You know how certain women be like, yo, if your meat this small, lower your tone when you're talking to me, right? Or they say like, yo, if you broke, you can't talk to me a certain way, right? That's them saying like, I'll fuck you, I'll be with you, like, but this relationship is going to go a different way.
And I hear that, right? But there's dudes with meats this small that's out there having their way. And there's dudes out here with paper this small that's still out there having their way. It's not a big thing. It's not a money thing. It's either it's you in her eyes or you not. It's either you, him in her eyes or you ain't. There's plenty of broke dudes out here right now knocking some of the baddest ish out here through the mattress. There's a lot of 2-inch killers out here, and that dick feel like it's 13 inches because he just got that 13-inch energy. It's not even ever the dick. It's the nigga behind it when you really get to the meat and potatoes of it. So, like the brother said, these women pick and choose who they like to have standards for. These women pick and choose who they like to have morals for. These women pick and choose who qualifies and who ain't. It could be a dude that we'll look at. We know he's a Buster Douglas. But if she look at him in the light of he's that nigga, she'll get out in the street and fight you over that man. If she like, that's what you got to understand. So it's not even about how we view or what our and just like a lot of these women look in the mirror and think that they're the next. I don't know who's supposed to be bad. I won't even say no names. They think they're the next so and so or whatever. But when they really get out here, nigga, like you, if you don't get the fuck out of here with that, nigga, kick you in your ass, get you out in front of him. Like, hey, can you tap her over there? So I mean, it's all perspective. But the harsh reality, especially, and not none of you women up here. But if we may be realistic, usually when we do panels or whenever you put a woman in front of a camera, you're never going to get her authentic answer anyway, because she's talking like her future boyfriend is watching. So she's never going to be authentic anyway, because she knows that future dude might be watching. And God forbid she say that she had that train ran or that menage a trois with 2 men. God forbid she say that I've never made a man wait past the first, because what women will usually do is they start to meet new men and make them pay for everything they didn't get out of the old man. So if the first 50 dudes got it fast, 51 got to wait. If the first 50 dudes got it without taking her to dinner, 51 got to take her to dinner. If the first 50 dudes never took her on a trip, 51 is going to take you on 5 trips. If the first 50 dudes never ate a coochie, 51 got to be Tornado Tongue Tommy. And that's the harsh reality. I feel bad for the last dude to get you because he's the one that's going to have to, man. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Hit the likes.
But Truth, let me ask you. Because, Hamp, don't you start with me.
I'm listening.
Let me ask you, though, because a lot of times, some of the stuff you say comes across like people can't learn from what they experienced before, right? So it's not necessarily that and this is not even me speaking about me, but just in general.
Let it go. Talk to me.
No, I'm just saying, like, so it's not even that 51 got to jump through hoops because 50 did something different. It's that it took 50 times for me to bump my head before I learned that shit don't work. So now I gotta either set a standard, change some stuff, like figure something out because this not working. So now I gotta figure out what do work because that ain't working. And if I keep doing this, then that's the definition of insanity, right? Like if I don't evolve, then that's crazy, right? So are we saying that people can't evolve and then and reset the standard?
So the issue is not your standard. The issue is you expecting somebody to respect your new standards. It's not that your standards can be your standards. That's not an issue, right? I could literally think that a woman shouldn't speak to me unless she can grab the moon and put it in front of me. That could be my standard. But the fact that I go out and say this, hey, any woman that wants to talk to me, you better have the moon. I could expect it, but it's unrealistic for me to expect other people to get down with my standards. I'm not saying that you can't change. I'm not saying that you can't evolve. The only thing that is consistent in this life is change. That's the only thing that you can guarantee that is going to happen. Things are going to change. People do evolve. But the thing is with women, right? For some reason, and we're going to get to it, women, this is my thing, and we can speak about sex because that's usually the first thing that a woman will cut off. You've had so much sex that you need a break. Sex is never why your relationships are not working. I've counseled a lot of men. I've never heard a man say, Truth, you know what's crazy, bro? I'm going to tell you why I left her. She wanted to fuck too much. That's never the reason that these relationships are ending, but because the world has, society has taught you that there's power in vagina, you get to a certain age or enough failed relationships where you want to start leveraging your vagina for a desired outcome, which I call weaponizing the vagina. And this is the thing. Your leveraging power was its greatest before you had children. Your leveraging power was the greatest before gravity hit them titties. Your leveraging power was the greatest when youth was on your side. So I'm not saying that you cannot evolve with time, but we're trying to figure out how is it that your standards can climb when your value is slowly decreasing.
Facts, Truth. And this part as well, right, Truth? Explicit said something that scuffed my Tim. She said, give him a shot. In my head, I said, who the fuck are you? This is the problem. You are intrinsically the issue, right? You are the common denominator in all your failures. But we keep on looking outwardly every time we trying to fix something or set a standard. What have you changed about you that's going to cause a man or woman in that case to want to be there and stay there? But we keep on pointing the finger and we forget about the other 3 pointing back at us every time.
For the record, that was a hypothetical.
I got you. Right, but giving him a shot, he approached you in the first place. Newsflash: marriage and relationship was exchanged for chastity. Chastity don't exist no more. You've been defiled already. But now you asking for the moon? How? But we so unhumble, we just ignore these things. And I'm trying to understand how we got here. It's a broadcast.
I think
go ahead, Naeem.
Matter of fact, I'll set it off. So ask the ladies that same question. Why do y'all expect the moon when y'all know that y'all not the virgins that y'all should have been coming into a marriage or a relationship?
Oh shit.
define expect the moon. Everybody's expectations are different.
You know exactly what we're talking about, sister. We ain't gonna play that game. We ain't gonna do that.
Yeah,
We ain't gonna do that. I already know. I see how explicit we're. We gonna shut that down quick. You know exactly what we're talking about, baby.
Because I don't think like that.
Okay, we speaking in majority cases. Splits, come on now. We talking majority case. You's a female. We ain't got millions of females. We can go down the line and add. You talk to women. Why do y'all do that? Go.
I think as women, again, a lot of women have very unrealistic expectations. I mean, and that's just the bottom line. Like, a lot of women have very unrealistic expectations in life, in relationships, in it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the thing is, when you set those type of expectations, you got to be okay with never fucking finding it. So when I say, oh, I'm gonna get this guy a shot, like, I wouldn't do that, because if I set my expectation or my standard to where it is, that's where it is. So ain't no give nobody no shot. You know what I'm saying? Either you meet the expectation or you fucking don't.
I got a question.
You gotta be okay with never finding it if that's the case, because if your expectation is so high, then you know what I'm saying?
So the women try to defend it, right? And so I want to actually ask all of you beautiful young ladies on here. They said that all of these men on here are talking about virgins and low body counts at this big age, as if these men are not ran through as well and washed up. So I just want to ask the ladies, do you feel like a man can be ran through and washed up as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Anybody?
I know somebody who had to move. Well, okay, to an extent.
Explain, because like I get explicit.
And I say that because I'm thinking of an example right now. And in my head, he had to move because so many women knows his background that he had to go where nobody knows him because his reputation is trash.
Women do that all the time.
Huh?
Women do that all the time. They move to the next city.
He specifically asked about men.
We know that though. Like we know women go to Atlanta and reset. Like, you know what I mean?
Can a man be ran through and washed up because of how many sexual partners he has?
No.
Yes or no?
No, sir.
I only say yes because if his reputation is out there, if his business is out there, then yes. If too many people know, I say yeah. But if you're with women and ain't nobody pillow talking, don't nobody know.
I'm gonna say this.
Go ahead, Mr. Kim.
So I feel like it depends on who the woman is or who you're asking, because at a certain point,
I'm asking you. Can a man be
that goalpost, man?
I'm playing a lot of games tonight, and I don't like it. I'm asking you. Can a man?
So I want to go back. I want to say this. I feel like yes, he can be washed up, but I feel like on the same token as well, the men who has had the most sexual encounters are the ones that's highly sought after. I'm not gonna lie. I
remember saying that too last week. Yeah,
they're highly sought after because a lot of women want to experience that. And it depends on his status. Certain women are turned on by a man who got a high body count. I'm not even gonna lie. Certain women are turned on by that. But that's what I'm saying.
You tell women they body count anyway.
Say that again.
And that was my point, is that you don't know. You don't know unless
a man never tells a woman our body count anyway. I never told a woman that answer anyway. And
let me say this. Women have conversations. A lot of men don't be thinking. A lot of women pillow talk. A lot of women talk.
Yo, Akira, you know what that's called? When y'all talk to each other? Referral vagina. You just referred me an entire vagina because of how bad and good you talked to me about the same time.
You gave a dope review.
Alley-oop.
It reminded me of Taken. Remember, he said, I have a particular set of skills I've acquired over a long period of a long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you.
And you know what? I've learned that as I've grown, I've learned that you shouldn't talk about anything you do with your man in the bedroom, because of the simple fact some women, their mind wanders. They want to know how it is. They want to experience it. All of that. So
What What if it's not your man though? What if it's just like some casual thing? We're not talking about like your man, like just some casual.
I still don't share what I do in the bedroom with anybody. I feel like that's the most sacred place and that you could ever like. I feel like that is off limits for me. I don't even talk to my friends about what we do or what I've done in the bedroom. Why would I do that?
But Akira, they made the T app, remember?
They did, but that's what I'm saying. It's certain women that don't engage in that type of stuff.
Well, the minority, extreme minority. Everybody was up there putting a license in and all that. China got all their information because of the T app. Those men went Super Saiyan off of being on that T app.
You know, I will say this, and I could be wrong. I think that I think there is a limit, right? Like, I think if you a man if you a certain type of man used to be a player, you gonna have a nice amount of bodies. It just is what it is, right? But I do think it gets to a point where I knew some guys who was like an insatiable appetite to like, and I do think that if certain women, a lot of women, if they hear a certain number, it may gross them the fuck out. But I think within reason, though, like you expect most of the men that you want to have, like he used to run through shit. But I do think it's a limit. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Is it fair to say that it's not a limit? If she like you, it's not a limit.
So if I tell you,
shit that you can give me, if you ain't got shit that you can't get rid of that could affect me, these women don't give a fuck about how many women you slept with. If she gonna fuck you, she gonna fuck you.
How many women? To be real, think about how many women Chris Brown probably smashed in his life. Do you think that would stop any chick from smashing him?
Sure.
No, because of his status.
No.
And who he is.
Exactly.
Okay, but we could take the local party promoter, like from your city, that you know what I mean, that's just popping.
Women is not even going around asking men they body count.
Never.
Like women is not asking. You know, especially if you dealing with a certain type of nigga, you know this nigga get bitches. You know he fucks. Like you're not even asking that.
Tell me your profession where you know this dude get a lot of ass. Like, is it a certain profession?
No, it's not a certain profession because the lamest niggas get ass. Like, it's not a certain profession.
It's a couple.
Would you fuck with a porn star?
Would I mess with a porn star?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if he was a porn, like not an active porn star, but if he told me like I do porn, yeah.
What you mean by not an active porn star?
Like what does that got to
but he told you he do it? Isn't that
what
active?
is the difference between him fucking a lot of bitches and getting paid for it than a nigga that fucked a lot of bitches and didn't get paid for it?
But real quick, I want to take out the context you added. Would you fuck with a porn star? Like if I met you and I said, yo, I do porn.
No, not actively. No.
Why?
Why not?
Because I wouldn't. That's something that I wouldn't want my man to do. I wouldn't want to actively be dating a porn star.
But if he did it if he retired,
if he did it in his past, I don't give a fuck. Like as long as that might track together, I don't care.
Are we hold up though? Because we got to be clear. Are we talking a relationship or are we talking about entertaining? Because those are two different things.
Right.
Like, what's your question, man? Like, are we talking? Would you be in a relationship with a porn star, or would you give a porn star some yams?
Answer both of them.
Okay, there you go. So, would you entertain a porn? Like, you met him, y'all vibe, you give him a little. Cool
yes, I will entertain a porn star, but like dating, commitment, no, not at the porn star.
All right.
The other ladies, y'all same?
I would have to say for me, I probably would.
Both of them, you would date them too?
I wouldn't date them.
But you would fuck around with them?
For sure.
They want to see what that thing do.
Yeah, I'm not doing either.
This is interesting.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
A lot of. So can I ask y'all this? Explicit and Aaliyah. So what is the difference between dating a man with multiple sex partners? Because that's what a porn star does. He has multiple sex partners. So what is the difference from dating, being attracted to a porn star versus a regular guy that's not a porn star? What is the difference between?
And to me, I want to before they even answer, I want to piggyback off what you're saying, because we always talk about we don't want a man who got all of these women and this and then the third, but some men live double lives. Some men be out here cheating and have multiple sex partners and you wouldn't even know. So to me, yeah, I want to know what is the difference in you knowing and what's the difference in you not knowing.
A camera.
I can't
That's
be
the whole
mad about
difference.
what I
Star.
don't know.
Operative word is star.
Because y'all say y'all be wanting the truth from men too. So if you come out and
The
you
word
say,
here is star. I don't want to date a porn star. I don't want to date somebody who somebody can go online and see them fucking. Like I
So,
don't.
so let me ask you something explicit. So my whole thing is this. Hold on, Tamia. So my question to you now would be this. So if you're talking about a porn star, because it's his status and what people see, right? So my whole thing is this: you can be dating a guy and he's a porn star to the city. Everybody know, but you. You feel what I'm
But
saying?
I don't know if the question was
You don't know, but everybody else do.
Okay,
But I can't be mad.
a porn star. Will I date him? The answer
But
is
what's the
no.
difference?
If I
don't
don't know
know.
and I just like him, different story. I don't know what I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of a reach of a
But
question.
if I know, I'm not dating him. I don't want him.
Would you
Yeah.
smash him?
Streets.
Would
Would
you
you
just let
fuck
him?
him?
I'm not smashing him either. I
No.
don't want no parts.
But you know the
Okay.
thing is, 9 times out of 10, they probably clean it in a non-porn star because they got to get tested damn near
yeah,
every week.
But it doesn't
they
matter.
probably
I
is
don't care.
cleaner. And I want to ask
care.
this. So who's your favorite male celebrity crush?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't lust after celebrities, but if I had to say somebody was cute, maybe Lance Gross.
Okay, so if you had an opportunity with Lance Gross and you know that he gets multiple bitches, this probably that he fucks bitches. Would you not give Lance Gross pussy?
I would not. Here's the thing. This is what you got to know about me, though.
Damn.
I was in the industry. I've been around celebrities. This is nothing new for me. I've been hit on by basketball players, rappers, all that shit. No. The answer is no. No, I'm not fucking with him. No.
You wouldn't give Lance a chance?
No.
You would curve Lance.
Lance is married. First of all, let's start there.
Is he?
Yes.
Women love
Yeah.
married men.
Well, why you pick him if he married? You knew where I was going with the question.
That's all I can think of at the moment. Like, I really don't lust after celebrities like that.
I don't lust after them, but
Not
okay.
corny ones. Not ones that's corny that just look good. Go ahead. Listen.
Yeah, no,
I got a
like
question.
dating is
Go ahead. What's your question, Mr.
Go ahead,
Carroll?
Carol.
And this geared towards the men because I really want to know. So my question will be this for the guys. So it should men disown their friends for being a deadbeat father, or is it none of their business?
Wow.
That's a great question.
Good ass question.
I want to know because I you know the panel that we got. I feel like this would be a great topic for us to talk about tonight because I want to hear the male's perspective of that question.
People telling me to get cat.
Well, I ain't got no problem jumping off of that. I think it's gonna be a little bit different for me because I actually hold my fellas around me accountable on that. So you're around me, you're a deadbeat dad. We got an issue because I actually I'm real serious with my children. Period. So I will actually disown some of my homies for that. I would, yeah. It's cut and dry for me.
Yeah, same here. I actually talked about this situation before. I haven't put it out though, but I got kids, and if you're not taking care of your kids, then you really got really low self-esteem. Because I had one of my daughters out of my life because of an issue with her mom for 10 years. So I was begging and praying, hopefully one day she'll call. And we didn't get reacquainted till she turned 22 years old. She's now 23, but we went 10 whole years without speaking to her because of bitter situation, possibly still being in love with me. So I was praying and yearning like, damn, I just want to talk to my baby girl. So if a man not out here talking to their kids or providing for their kids, it's a no for me because you really a sucker. What's the use of, you out here just spreading your seeds and running around? Nah, I couldn't have nothing to do with you because it's men who wishing they could be in their kids' lives.
Hold on.
That's also
How do we
something that
define
comes with
deadbeat?
accountability. Yeah, that also. Go ahead, my bad, guy.
No, how do we define deadbeat? Because Hot Boy, you said that you saying that she kept you out of your daughter's life for what, 10 years? You said.
Yeah, I paid child support, but it was because, like I said this before, I had a baby with someone else. And, my daughter at one time at 8 years old started saying, well, I thought I was supposed to be the baby. But where did she get that from? She got it from her mom because that's something a grown woman to say.
Yeah. So how do we define deadbeat, right? Because most of the men who are deadbeats are going to tell you some reason that they can't be in the kid life, right? Are we defining it by a man who we all know that his
stop, man. Don't even give them an example. Let them
okay.
Let them run that.
Right,
What's a
because
deadbeat to
you
y'all?
know what a deadbeat is.
Yeah. The person I'm looking at in mind is the man who around the corner from his kid and don't go see the kid, not the man who fighting and it's a tough task.
Right,
But
we're not talking about them.
Here's the honest answer, Kara. Ain't nobody disowning them niggas. Niggas got mad friends. Niggas listen to every story his man say, oh, I fuck her then.
Facts.
Right? Knowing good and well he not going to see baby boy or baby girl and all that. You know what I mean? I ain't never seen a nigga with no friends who also don't see his kid. So I just don't see the accountability in mass for real.
But she asked you, like, would you disown? She asked a man on the stage.
I know my friends that have issues with seeing they kids, they still my friends. They usually tell me what the story is, and that's my man. I don't know her. Or if she was with him and she therefore by proxy was my friend, when they not friends no more, we not friends no more. Right? So I'm on his side anyway. So I don't know. I just never seen like I'm like, oh, you ain't going to see that kid now. There may be a time where I catch wind of something or something like that. I'm like, yo, son, you know you gotta do better XYZ. But I don't think we just casting our friends aside. I just haven't seen that.
Yeah, if I can give my answer.
I guess I said that because I'm like I said, I thought she was talking about just me in general. And then also I should have asked that. How are you referring to as far as like your question? Because
when you know your homeboy not showing up for his kids, you know that he's not providing for his kids, but he going out buying sections every weekend, spending his money and not contributing to his kid's life. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, no. The reason I'm saying that is because, like I said, I'm thinking you talking on a whole different thing, but.
So
it's not because you got to think about it because that you're saying that now. Of course, we as the homies, we only going to get one side of the story for the most part, unless we cool with that child, with their child's mom, and that's very rare cases. And we might, have understanding of who you are and stuff like that. But as far as getting into personal business, we only going to get our homie side. Now, will I disown my homies if I clearly see he got an open shot as far as like doing that? Yeah. But I'm built different on that. But if we talk about, I know my homie is like baby mom ain't trying. She done changed the number 1945 times. Hell, he tried to use my phone to get a hold. So like it all depends on how you looking at that. So it's like you got to give a little bit more context on that.
So Melly, you just changed your answer. So you wouldn't because you only
you asked me your initial question was would we on here do it?
Right. Well, listen.
It was how you said the question.
No. So a little bit about what Melly's saying, and then we can just go. First of all, it's circumstantial. So, like kind of what Melly was saying. A lot of these dads aren't deadbeats. So let's get right into what a deadbeat is.
They in messed up situation.
As far as how a woman deems it to be and what it actually is, right? And so, literally, you'll get women that'll feel as though because a lot of these women be pocket watching and success stalking. So what'll usually happen is these men will move on. These men will get other family. And so she'll be busy pocket watching and success talking so much that she'll be watching the life that you provide for the family under your roof. Or she could be watching the fact that real dope always got a Mary hats on and feel like my son should have them as well. I'm an adult. I can buy $600 hats. My kid's going to get the champion or the starter, whatever the hell hat. A lot of these women will call you a deadbeat because you don't parent or provide to their standards, and you don't have to do that. So let's get that. We got to get that part out of there. And we also got to put the part in how a lot of these mothers chase the fathers out of the kid's life. And so in our society as African Americans, our women are one of the biggest group of women that feel like we should have to fight to be around our children, and we shouldn't. I encourage men, start a new one. Fuck it. And that's just now, what I will say is this. We throw that friend word around real loosely. My friends, I don't do play friends. I don't even have friends. I got brothers. I got family. I don't even do fuck a friend. Friend can't do nothing for me. I don't have any of them. But the guys that I consider to be brothers, that is a whole different scenario because if I can or if I have that relationship, I'll step up where they can't. Like my real friends, like family, like my brothers, I know their children. I have a relationship with their children. So cut them off? No, but I will definitely tighten them. Well, what the fuck is you doing? Like, why are we doing that? But to just say, I'm going to cut you off, bro, because you're not being a father. I've never met anybody that, I don't even want to say stand up, but I've never met anybody that involved in that situation. Like, bro, I don't think that it translates over. That's just my
You know, for me, it reminds me of that question. Like when certain people, I've heard certain people say, you know, I can't be around a guy. I can't do business with a man who cheats on his wife, right?
I mean, shit I ever heard in my life.
Yeah. And I don't get it, right? Because some men will, whether y'all like it or not, some men will be loyal to everybody but her, and that's it is what it is, right? But it's not going. It doesn't say that you're gonna fuck me over in business or whatever. It don't say that at all. That just doesn't translate, right? But when it comes to this question, I know for me, like, I don't cheat on my girl, right? I never will. It's just not my thing. I wouldn't ask to be my woman. This is not for me. I didn't got too many bitches, like, so I won't do it, right? But as I've started to kind of like be loud about it around my homies, they start to change a little bit, and they start to not see what we used to do as cool anymore. And like my homie will call me and be like, yo, I like this girl a lot. I gotta call you. Like, I think she the one. You know, I think she thorough. Like, I want some advice. Or like, yo, I want to buy these flowers. Like, I need your advice on flowers and stuff like that, right? So me being that person, my friends have changed over time. And I got some I got some friends that they still doing dirt and stuff like that. They probably not gonna tell me because they just want to feel embarrassed. Even though I'm not gonna criticize them. They just like, I'm gonna feel embarrassed if I say this to him. So I'm probably not even gonna. I'm gonna keep it to myself. So I don't have friends like y'all talking about. But if I did, I just think like me being that example is much better than just like, nah, fuck out of here. I can't even picture doing that. It just don't even sound right. Like I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's something that a girl would do because it feel like typically kind of like how women move. But yeah, I can't just be like, oh, people fight and deal with different things. Like, this might just be an area where like this nigga struggle, you know, but I can call this nigga whenever I need him. You know, he gonna move out for me, you know. So people struggle with different things. So,
well, mind you actually just said something that actually the same thing as we all just said. If we talking direct on just how she initially put it, it's gonna be one thing. But as you know, just going back in general, like I said, it's a lot of context and situations that come into play on how or why he might be considered a deadbeat. How a female may consider a deadbeat can literally just be flat out just because of what he ain't doing what she want him to do the way she got it in her head.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
We gotta like really get into the meat and potatoes of how many women, right? And then this will definitely go into another topic, right? How many women have men told, hey, I don't want that. I don't want that. We need to go take this plan B option. We need to go ahead and abort this mission. How many times has a man said, hey, look, I don't want it. I ain't going to be around. Don't want to be around. I'm not looking to be around. Let me go ahead and relieve this for you. And the chick will be my body, my choice. And then you want to run down to the court and cause this rust and fuss when the baby comes. How many, like, can we talk about that? Since the ladies want to, how do you feel about women that get pregnant? The man says, hey, I know what come with it, but we did our big one, but I want no parts, and you make the conscious decision by yourself to keep it. What do we call that?
I feel like she has to mentally prepare herself to care for that baby by herself, if that's the decision that she made. Now, while society says that he's responsible for that baby, because she can go down to the court and file child support if he really is the father, and he'll be held responsible for that child. But if a man comes to me and tells me that he does not want a baby that I am impregnated with, God will be babysitting the baby from there on out.
Wait, I ain't saying that in a while actually, but I feel like in a situation like that, as a woman, if you tell this dude, listen, I'm pregnant, and he don't hit an instant backflip, if he don't hit a backflip just off of hearing that, I just don't understand why y'all continue to go through with it, because it's already like starting off on a negative foot. I feel like this is a whole baby. This is not like going to buy a car together. Like this is a whole human being that that they need his mother and father equally. I believe like it got to be an anonymous decision. Two people know we want it, then it's gonna come to life. So I'm super pro abortion. Like I fucking 1000%. Like, but also do believe that if that baby does come and you are the father, then you gotta that's the price you paid for going raw. So no matter how much you begged her and she didn't do it, you gotta do what you gotta do. Because you could have just got a hand job. You could have just got a hand job. Could have just got some head. You wanted to go raw, so that's accountability. We talk about women accountability. Men got to be accountable, yo. Put a condom on.
So
just put a condom on, yo.
Just enough though, like literally just court here. That's what it is. Just the payments. That's it.
I feel like just like both adults consented to having sex, both adults should come to an agreement about bringing a child into the world. Like, it doesn't matter. We could go back and forth with he could have put a condom on. Did she ask him to?
Where was her condom?
Both adults.
Where's her condom though? Women act like protection for them is non-existent. Protection,
Exactly.
it seems like nowadays the female is the damn abortion clinic. Respectfully, it seems like that's the new female protection abortion clinic.
Yeah.
But if you know you didn't want the baby, you have full control of putting the condom on. Like, you didn't want a baby with her.
Come on, Naeem.
Both adults had full control.
Listen.
Both people had full control over the situation. Both adults.
But only one's complaining. Only one's complaining about the result, though.
On one person, unless you're a rape victim. That's the only way you're gonna not be held accountable. You have to be held accountable for that.
Only one person's complaining about the results, though.
Naeem, the man's not complaining about the results. The woman's complaining about the results because she had a baby and now she wants you to help.
Right? No, I'm talking. This is the truth question about when the guy didn't want the baby. That's what I'm talking about.
No, he's cool with you having the baby, but don't call him. Is what he's saying. He don't care that you got pregnant.
So he
he did. Well, let me say this. I'm gonna agree with my sister explicit on this one. If a man come to me and say he don't want no baby, you ain't got to worry about me. I am not going to bring a child into this world where both parents are not involved. That's just the number one thing. Like I can't do it. Like I just feel like both parents should be involved to where that kid is, growing up the correct way. And if a man come to me and say he don't want no baby, then baby, I ain't doing it.
Then you gotta think about you get pregnant by this nigga the first time, and now you talk about you gonna have a baby back. Like that's just crazy. Because I feel like you don't even know what his genetics is like. Like you don't know nothing. Like
sex ain't that good.
Do it though. That's insane.
Sex ain't that good.
But we being willfully obtuse. You already know he didn't have that baby because you don't know his middle name. So you fuck him. You don't know his middle name, but now you gonna have a conversation about having a baby. We have no standard for conception. But then we would have put all these jackets on people after the baby is born that we never agreed to. Under no type of circumstance, no type of guidance. So you asking questions you already know the answer to.
Yeah, anytime, like kids is one of them conversations you should have like immediately. Because naturally, how many kids you got? Like women might say, "Oh, I got 2." Naturally, my next question is, "Do you want more?" And that'll let me know right there. Okay, she says she don't want none. Then I might say, I don't want none either. So that's a question that should be happening immediately. Fuck what your favorite color is and your favorite movie. How do you feel about kids?
That conversation could change.
You start liking
getting drowned out too.
Once a woman start liking you, it's a wrap.
That conversation don't mean shit. You can do all of that. Listen. You can literally be like, "Hey, look, you know what this is. I don't want no kids. I ain't trying to have no kids. Blah blah." You can have all of that. She'll even act like she's on the same page. You know what? If I was to get pregnant, I'm running straight to the clinic. Blah 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 blah. You get to real now. One session to turn into 5 sessions. You squeeze in there. Now she's talking about what we gonna do, bitch. You knew it.
No truth. Talk your shit, right? Because here's the thing.
No money behind you.
Because women are that emotionally.
Don't shift it. Don't shift it. Right? We got to keep going. We got to finish the sentence that Truth started. Because my body, my choice is a thing. Point blank. Right? Point blank. That's why I do agree with Naeem in terms of the condom shit. Because that's when you get to make your decision as a man. Once you ejaculate, and if she get pregnant and conceive, now she got all the cards. So that's the
And
one
control.
thing you heard. And she could change her mind upside down. She could get in front of a pastor that trying to fuck her. Then he talking about, nah, you should have a bit. All types of shit be happening.
Yeah.
Once you nut, you done made your decision.
Yeah. It's not our decision. Most women go keep the baby regardless. I had 2 kids like that.
Not if they don't like you. That be the gag though.
You know what?
Like
Actually, the setup.
if that nigga don't hit a back, he's not ecstatic.
No, that's the setup that the truth. What you just said is actually the setup that you write on, because it's like the rule is different when you like the person. Let's be honest. We smashed the first night, and I'm in the club scene. I see this shit all the time. It ain't no conversations about how many kids you got, shorty. This and that. You vibing and everything. You might knock shorty off 3 hours later. You ain't asked it. She told you her name Diamond. You told her your name Juice or some shit like that. So the conversation of how it should be is the perfect world. But that ain't really how that should be going in this reality. I mean, come on, we ain't gonna sit up there and play like that, man.
Yeah, but are we gonna talk about how irresponsible that is?
You can have conversations about kids in the club.
Talking reality.
Why you outside at 12 a.m. on a fucking Wednesday? You don't got kids to take to school in the morning? Like you can have that conversation.
Did you not just say you like sluts?
Every man likes sluts.
So you telling me you ain't never meet us? Did you ever? Let me just ask you, as a man, me and you, take everybody else off the panel. Did you ever knock a chick off after a party, a club, or whatever? Did you ever do that?
1,000%.
Did you always wear a condom?
You took too long.
Yes, I was about to pull one out. Yes.
You took too long. Nah, you didn't just say
I
yeah.
I was about to pull condoms out because I'm right here. I've never had a pregnancy under my belt at all. I've never had a pregnancy under my belt. I never had a. I don't even know if I can.
Because now you. So what does you pulling condoms out of you? You know how many niggas that went to go get some coochie with a pocket full of condoms and them shits never
used them. Them niggas stupid. Why? I don't know why they carrying them. That's stupid.
It's the same reason why niggas got guns and die with them on their waist and don't bust them off.
Well, I ain't one of them niggas.
Naeem, you saying you never hit them raw?
This nigga, boy.
He said he never had a pregnancy.
I said I never had a. I said I never had a pregnancy.
No, I'm asking you, have you ever hit anything raw?
Couple strokes. I'm taking it out.
Stop.
Couple strokes. No, swear to God. A couple strokes and I'm taking it out. I'm not risking it. I'm gonna keep it 100. There's no chick that's gonna abort my baby, yo. I know that's for a fact. There's no woman that's gonna abort my baby.
All I'm saying is don't tell us I never had a pregnancy scare before. Like it wasn't.
I didn't say that. I didn't say scared. I didn't say scared.
You opened. It was possible for you to have for a woman to be pregnant before.
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
Wait. Listen.
Hold up. No. Fuck that. Hold up, Naeem. Hold on. Bullshit. Hold on. I don't know if you hitting the wackest coochie that ever exists. So all these, you're getting a couple strokes and all of this good ass coochie. Oh, let me get out of this. Come on.
1,000%. 1,000%.
So you ain't
bro. It's not hard. It's not it's not that hard, bro.
Not his truth though.
It's not that
hard.
You know that's called stealthing, right? You know that's called stealthing, right, Naeem?
No. Any chick I would go wrong, she knows I'm doing it. Like
you said, hold on, let me just get a couple, and then I'm.
Yeah. Okay. I'm always gonna ask first.
What makes you think women just gonna hide your baby?
Why?
Yeah, why do you think a woman just gonna hide your baby? Because you just said ain't no woman getting rid of no baby.
Gonna my baby, yo. Like I got a great, and mind you, substitute teacher. That's only that's a side job. That's not that's a side job.
I thought you was a real teacher.
So you think?
Nah, that's my side job. That's the second job. I got a great career. I got no kids. They don't even make eyebrows like this no more.
Man, come
they
on.
stopped that shit in the 90s. I'm just like, I'm highly intelligent. I got a lot going on. Like, there's no shit that's gonna abort my baby.
Let me just ask you a question.
You talking about live in America? We ain't talking about overseas. We talking about in America.
I'm talking about chicks popping in your city. I don't know.
The type of female you like. Matter of fact, we're gonna go deeper than that. Respectfully, Tamia don't say nothing, but I'm gonna use you. If Tamia gave you the opportunity, you telling me you pulling out?
Yeah. But wait. Tamia is no pull out bad though, but I'm gonna pull out.
Yeah, you said pull out, Melly. You definitely pulling out. You saying go raw. Yeah,
I would give her a few raw strokes though. I would have to feel her raw. I would have to feel it raw.
You not, yo, son.
But then I'm putting it back on. Then I'm putting it back on.
Come on,
I'm putting it back on.
Right.
I'm keeping it 100. I'm gonna get like 5 strokes in. Then I'm gonna put it back on.
This, right?
But yo, y'all can't be mad at Naeem confidence because he already told y'all earlier how confident he was. And y'all thought he was lying.
Confident. I want him to tell me the truth.
You hit everything raw?
5
Me?
strokes ain't enough.
Yeah.
He married.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
There's some dudes I know that only do relationships because they like not only relationships, but they relationship guys because they love raw sex. Like they just can't do casual like that. No. But me, like I'm petrified.
Naeem,
I'm petrified.
But you said that you got a few strokes, then put the condom on. That shit sound crazy, son. Yeah, like yo.
But I'm always gonna tell her though. I will tell her.
I'm not saying you're
listen.
doing nothing wrong out there. I'm saying that you saying, yo, okay, it felt good, but I'm gonna put the condom on to make it feel bad. Nobody doing that. That don't make sense.
Cause I know me, bro. Like I'm not putting my life. I'm not putting my life is not. My destiny is not going to be in her hands, bro. Off of a fucking droplet of cum, yo, or whatever the case may be.
A couple strokes, then.
Say it again.
Then why are you going a couple strokes?
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna. I mean, because I got. I mean, bro.
I mean, come on. We doing some fucking. Why
you gotta. Sometimes you gotta see what it's like, but you just gotta.
I ain't heard a nigga stopping to put a condom on, but I have heard a nigga start out with a condom and they take it off. But to stop and put a condom on,
I can't risk it.
You do know women can get pregnant off of pre-cum too, right?
Right.
1,000%. That's why even when with them 5 strokes, even that's scary. Like even that's scary for me. Like
then why are you doing it? Because you just said you so intellect, you got so much to lose and all that. Then why are you even doing the 5 strokes? Why it ain't a medium, bruh?
Exactly.
At that point, you gotta just pray to the conception gods. And like, you know what I mean? Like at that point, you gotta pray to the gods.
Naeem, just stop. All right.
I don't know why y'all don't believe me. Like
make you bust.
Next time,
all right. Go ahead. I'm just playing with you. Go ahead, bro. I'll just fuck with you. Go ahead, man. What's your topic, bro?
At this point, we just got to let some things just be where they. Hey, listen, if y'all like the live, man, make sure y'all hit the likes, man. Make sure y'all go ahead and share and subscribe. If you're on Instagram, come over to the YouTube channel, Nothing But the Truth Podcast. We need to see them super chats, though, man, if y'all enjoying the show tonight. I think that DJ Hamp actually has a clip that we want to talk about. And it was actually something that this shit is crazy. It was actually something that I was highly triggered about. It triggered me. And we're gonna play the clip whenever he cue that joint up, and we're gonna get into it. Make sure y'all hit the likes, make sure y'all hit the subscriptions, and definitely hit the super stickers at the bottom of the screen if y'all love what we doing, man. That's the $ down there. Everybody on Instagram, we can't see y'all questions. You gotta come over to the YouTube channel. 5 strokes, then put the condom on. It's crazy.
I ain't never heard that before.
Listen, man, you can't spend the night at Disney World.
It's some coochie out here that's just so great. I don't know what you out there hitting, but 5.
Some women look so good, you gotta put the condom on because you just know. Like with Tamia, I probably wouldn't even go raw on Tamia because she just. Wait. But then I'm saying, like knowing me, not like I just.
You gonna trap
like,
we just gonna let that live, man. Just stop, bro. Stop.
Naeem, this the 3rd week you said something about Tamia. Why you don't go get that?
Listen.
Right.
Safe sex is important. I practice safe sex is
all right, everybody. I'm gonna drop off. Good night. Have a great rest of the stream. I got things to do. So
he said, "Make me a sandwich."
I'm man home.
Leah, be safe.
She said, "Make that sandwich." She on the way.
You in my pocket with that one.
Yeah,
so we're getting ready to play this clip, but not until we hit some super chats at the bottom of the screen, man. I don't like y'all energy, man. 5 strokes in the condom. You might.
You still on that truth?
Naeem, you just made the clip.
Listen. How much daycare cost these days? Shit. How much that shit cost now?
We're gonna play this clip. Y'all just listen.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
see a man that's always angry with a woman and he don't like women and he's always saying something negative about a woman, why is that?
Maybe because he's hurt.
No. Yeah, he's hurt because he can't walk in his truth. He's hurt because really he want to lay down with his homeboy, but for the world, he has to be with a woman. It's clear as day. I see it happen all the time. There's no reason why a man should always be upset with a woman. What it is a lot of men struggle with their sexuality. What it is a lot of men can't walk in their truth. What it is a lot of men have to deal with women for their family's sake, for business, for image. But when a man is constantly aggressive and mean and evil and beating on the woman, on that list of demons that he's fighting is sexuality. But you see a man that's always
all right. So that type of content drives me up a wall for a plethora of reasons. First and foremost, right? We is it a fair, and let me know if I'm wrong, stop me. But when you have a broken wrist, as I call it, it's already a chemical imbalance. So that's the first thing. You're already dealing with mental health issues because you have a chemical imbalance. You think that two penises are supposed, or however, even if it's for the woman. So the broken wrist thing is already a mental flaw. Is that, or are we on the same page with that or no?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, cool. Explicit doesn't agree. Cool with that. All right. So now, right?
My job, I can't say shit. I can't say shit. My job,
because we just won't even say fuck science, right? Because that's the world we live in. So just fuck anything that's scientifically backed, just to appease to some people. Cool. And let me say this: I don't have any issues if you like getting your keister tapped and all of that. Cool beans. Like it ain't nothing. It don't affect me any. Do what you do. Now. That drives me up a wall. And the reason why it drives me up a wall is because it is doing black women a major disservice. It is doing black women a major disservice. And it just breaks my heart that you would sit up there and value the opinion of a man that likes the same thing that you like, a man that bends over and takes what you take. And you're sitting there letting him push this narrative. You're letting him push this narrative that if a man is judgmental, or if a man's not feeling you, or if a man's not impressed by you, or if a man's so-called angry with you, then he has to be in the keister. Why is this why do we allow them to push this fucking garbage? Like, are you that's like me listening to a woman that I know lick coochie, stone cold, give me relationship advice about how to get a man. You don't even like men. What are you like? So I just want to know how y'all feel about that.
Yeah, man. I think obviously people project a lot, you know. So I don't know what struggles he had. I assume that he had a few, right? And so he was unable to live in what he would deem his truth. Nobody told him the truth. So now he's saying that bullshit about most men, right? The truth is unbecoming behavior needs to be checked. And for too long, we let women just act however. People just act however. And so now when you check this shit, they try to put it on you, right? But you calling a spade, a dog, it is what it is. So.
Nobody else want to talk about it? We can let it go. If y'all
Nah, we definitely can talk about that. I mean, it's two things. Well, which one y'all want first? You want that one or actually what the context of this whole issue hurt or whatever? Well, the first part of it is I agree with Ham said. But I also, you know, it's not even a but. To me, that whole thing just makes me uncomfortable, just for the simple fact of, like you said. I mean, I can't even talk because that's just uncomfortable. I can't do the broken wrist thing. It seems a little. It seems definitely very weird and odd, especially since you not basically fully on this side. You know what I'm saying? It's how could you even possibly put those things together when you want me? Like it just
to another aspect of it. So here's something that we're not looking at as well, right? So when we start talking about gay men, now I don't like that he spoke for men. You can't speak for men because that's not even your wheelhouse, right? However, he's on a side of it where he probably sees these men who are closeted, who are doing exactly what he's saying.
Do you really believe that? Do you really believe that? Oh, and in all seriousness, do you really believe that closeted men, right? Let's. Do you really believe that closeted men are sitting down with this man, like, yo, I'm a bust your ass, but I hate women. Do you really believe that, or do you think?
I think he's drawing his own conclusion with men hating
I
men.
think that he has an audience. I think that he has an audience, and the audience are black women that need to have that validated so they can sleep at night. And he knows that it appeases to these women. So let me say something that's going to get me more views. Let me say something that is going to get me more sponsorship and more money. Let's be for real. Never. I'm gonna leave the topic alone.
Finish it off, True, because in all honesty, that really is actually be the case in it. And the reason why, I mean, if you want to actually be bold, I was trying to keep it clean, but I guess we actually going straight raw with pause.
Go ahead, let explicit finish though, Molly.
So you really don't believe that there are closeted gay men out here who secretly hate women?
They're gay men. They're gay men.
No.
They're gay men.
Don't like straight. I mean, what they call y'all fish or something like that, right? I'm not a gay man, right?
Right, but there's a lot of men out here who don't want the world to know that they are, who out here secretly messing with men and or dealing with men and on the forefront dealing with women.
And so you think that to cover up how much they want a man, they bash women?
Because they can't live in their truth.
Once again, I'm gonna run this back for you. So hold up, stop. Let me cook. So to cover up how much they want a male's ass, I'm going to go out of my way because that'll make me look like such a man to bash women. Think about that for a second. To cover up how much I like men, I'm going to beat up on women. If anything, if I'm trying to show you just how much I don't like men, because that's what a DL guy is, right? I'm going to overly love and uplift women because I want you to never get it confused just how into women I am. So that's what I'm saying.
You're being logical, though. It's a lot of illogical people in the world. You're being very logical. That's logical.
I think y'all don't understand it because y'all are not DL men.
Exactly.
So y'all wouldn't understand it. Y'all can't wrap y'all head around it, but I do feel like he can be projecting because how he felt when he probably was in a closet before he came out to be gay. A lot of men be projecting onto straight men, but I do believe it's a lot of DL men that may battle with liking men.
But that's
I don't think
it has the opposite effect, though.
Hold up, though, because
it's not logical. What you said is logical too. But
talking in major circles, right? And the shit that is being said is not making any sense at all, right? So let's deal with logic. Fuck all this emotion shit. Let's deal with real life logic today. If I want to convince you that I am a certain way, right? Let's just say, if I want to convince you that I'm I can't even think of a fucking comparison right now. But if I want to convince you, because a DL man is a man that is in the closet, so it's like a stud. Do you know why studs or why lesbian stud women beat up on regular women so much? Because they have to overly prove their masculinity. They have to overly prove that I can be I need for you to get this through your head that I am a man. So if I am a straight man posing as a DL man, how crazy would it look? If anything, I'm going to overly try to prove to you how much I love women. That's why I'll go get married to a woman. That's why I'll go be a great father. I'll probably be extra buff. I'm athletic because I don't ever want anybody to think that keister is my preference. So I don't understand.
Because here's the thing: if I'm a closeted gay man and I like men, then to the women around me, they fucking with what I want, right? Now, this is just me speaking. I don't know this for certain, but if she can get what I want, then I envy or I don't like her because I can't live in my truth. Like, I don't know, that to me, that's logical.
So explicit, y'all can't have it both ways, right? So a lot of women say, oh, if a man is if he's bashing women, you say, oh, okay, well, he's doing it because he likes men. But then, if a man is, well, what's the opposite? Because this is the other one where y'all say men are gay for this. Y'all say men.
Me, that's where we was gonna go with. You can use me. Go ahead. You can use me. Like, basically, if you don't agree with them or anything like that, basically they would consider you See, I don't want to say that word because you
Oh,
want.
no,
You
no,
might
no, I know what I'm
misinterpret.
about to say. If a man is bashing gay men, right, y'all going to say you secretly gay because you keep talking about gay men, you keep with this homophobic stuff. You must secretly be gay. So how can you have both opposites and they both make you gay? So if I'm bashing women, I'm gay, and if I'm telling you I don't fuck with that gay shit, I'm gay.
So my question is, two things can't be true at the same time.
Yeah, but this doesn't make sense though.
Because one, I don't necessarily feel just because a man bashes a woman that he's gay. I don't.
What is bashing?
I don't sign off to that script, right?
What is bashing though? Because I feel like every time we hold y'all accountable, it's a form of bashing. So like, what exactly is bashing? Because that's a whole nother thing. Because what we learn is every time that we associate accountability, it's oh, they're bashing me. And so like, what is bashing? Could any
Or
of
you hate women.
Well, what I mean when I say this is just a man who is angry towards women all the time. So one who just don't have nothing nice to say. He always got some fucked up way of pointing out all her flaws or some kind of way. We had this conversation about humbling her. Like there are men out here like that, but to me, those men are men who are hurt.
Explicit. If a woman is hostile towards men, is she a lesbian?
Huh?
If she's hostile towards men, is she a lesbian? A woman.
No, but I don't subscribe to if a man bashes a woman, he's gay. I don't subscribe to that. So you asking the wrong person.
Well, you see how it makes sense?
She's hurt.
Because you see how it makes sense that you're making an
That's what I
argument.
just said. He would be hurt.
Yeah.
So same thing with a woman. She's hurt.
Because you're making an argument of how it can make sense of a man. You know, you make an argument. So can you make the argument in the opposite direction that if a woman is hostile and she's bashing men all the time,
Yes, that she's
that
hurt.
a lesbian?
No, because I don't.
Oh.
I'm not making the argument that
She
a man
never
who
said
bashes
that.
a woman is gay. I never said that. I don't subscribe to that.
No, so the man made an argument in the video, right? And
Right.
then you gave perspective as to how his argument could make sense.
Right.
I thought you did.
Right.
So
What I'm saying is he is speaking for. I'm just speaking for him, right? He's not here, so we don't know what made him say it. But I'm just saying, with him being gay, he has a different perspective than we do.
Mhm.
Because maybe he sees those guys that are closeted and he see them on the internet bashing women and he like, you was just in my DMs. Like, what are we talking about here? You get what I'm saying? Like he's generalizing men in general. And I don't like the fact that he did that. However, it could be possible he has a different perspective. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, for sure. What about this though? Because this is what I think. I tend to think. I think just like what women do, when women find a reason to bash men, you know, when we say anything negative, right? You don't think that this could be his way of like projecting and coming for men in general by just saying like, all right, y'all like weaponizing the gay word.
No,
you
no,
niggas is gay. Because that's all y'all do. Y'all say y'all niggas is gay.
Now he could be. He could be. Again, I said he's not here, so we can't really. I'm speaking hypothetically because I don't know what his motive was, right? So we could all sit here and speculate that he meant to, you know, dog men and create a narrative and run with it for women to validate that they think men are gay when they bash women, right? But all I'm saying is, like, put another lens on. He's a gay man. He could be
that straight men is his audience. Do you think that straight men is his audience?
Hell no, we know it's women.
Do you think that hold up? No, do you think that heterosexual men are his audience? So absolutely no, correct.
No,
and so right, and this is the thing, and not even to be and never mind. I'm not even going to take it there. So we know that heterosexual men are absolutely not his audience. So at that point, if you're not catering to heterosexual men, what is the fair assessment to say what you might be catering to?
You're catering to women.
Right, and you're catering to the probably their insecurities, their self-esteem. I mean, because even if you keep up with the content, he's more of an uplifter of women, but he started with more of an uplifting of extremely big women as well. So like you gotta so you gotta understand this is and this is the thing that everybody has a market to a certain extent, right? Like my platform is probably one of the most balanced platforms because I let the men and the women have it. I try my best to not sway to either side, right? Like I truly and it gets hard because I do want to be a simp ass nigga. I do because if I did, I would probably have like $100 million. I only have a few million, but if I was a simp ass nigga that I should be, oh my God, I would be fucking loaded. I want to do it because I know the best. I really, you know what? I struggle with it. I get up every day. and I say, you know what? If I could just beat up on men, because I know what's going to go viral. If I came on the internet right now, if I wake up, I'm gonna do it tomorrow just to show y'all. I want y'all to watch the numbers. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. I'm gonna roll over. I'm gonna pull out probably like, I don't know, something 50,000 cash and say, you know what? Hand this to your wife, or you sleep with men, and I guarantee the shit goes bananas. If you can't give a woman 50,000, eat a coochie for 16 hours, if you're not willing to let her cheat, be overweight, have an attitude, and never sleep with you unless when she wants to, then you're less than a man. That shit would tear this internet the fuck apart.
You already see that, Truth. You already got a guy that do that. I mean, if we're gonna talk that talk, let's talk that talk. Yeah, the females love the boy. What's his name? Yada, some shit like that.
Yeah, straight.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. So hell, everybody can come for me. I don't give a shit. Women love that. Women love anything that pretty much caters and panders to their emotion. Come on, Kara. Let's talk face to face, baby. Yeah, we gonna be with you, baby. Because the fact of the matter is, that's the honest truth. Just like even going off of the clip, when people talk about everything just seems to be that way. No, it's because for the most part, females is the one that pretty much runs the social media. Let's just call it what it is. So by numbers, if you cater, pander, do anything that makes them feel good, that's what's gonna make them numbers go up. If you sit up here and start talking about what accountability and stuff like that, we already know which direction that's going to go.
It's over for you.
Hold on. Look at the camera right now.
Here we go.
Smile, baby. Smile. And the reason I'm saying that is because even just like in that same clip, which we can even transition to the next portion of that. Why is that though? Because literally on the same panel with me, when I started talking about that whole thing with accountability or anything like that, what happened? The very first thing that y'all said, and Akira, yeah, I love you, baby, you know what I'm saying? No hard feelings. But I get deemed that, oh, you Melly, you hurt. You did. Why do a man have to be hurt just because he's saying something you either don't like or disagree with? 3 + 3 is 6 all day long, regardless if you hurt, sick, whatever.
It's not that you're saying something that we don't like or disagree with. It's been 6 weeks and you keep saying the same thing.
I ain't even been on here 6 weeks, so I think it really is. Well,
when you start talking, your subject matter is always women and accountability. So
that's what the topic's been for the last 3 weeks. Even look at today. What were we supposed to talk about today?
You talk about a gay man and some other stuff, and you just shift right to women.
I wasn't here for that.
We just had the conversation. He played the clip. That's what we was talking about. How we get
and I said what? But I said what?
Right
I said something about it, right? And I said something about it, right?
But we shifted right to women.
I'm gonna let you go first.
What you do?
Can I say from a consumer standpoint, I used to really Yada Awakening. He used to grind my gears, right? But now that I'm at where I'm at, I get it. Like I used to didn't get it, but now that I'm at where I'm at, I actually applaud the brother. Now, is he doing the women a major disservice? Absolutely. Is the Ace the Metaphors of the world doing a major disservice? Absolutely. Yes. I'm not doing it to troll them. I've turned down tonight's conversation 50,000 times. They can't afford me. But let me say this. I'm not mad at it because I get it. This is $1 trillion industry. It's $1 trillion industry. And so when you look at it, man, at the end of the day, our opinions don't pay their bills. So if they got to get on here and ruin your lives, because that's what they're doing. They're ruining y'all for the rest of their lives in order to get rich. I'm not mad at it. The white man do the same thing with all these rappers and all this other shit. So if he have to ruin y'all for generations on generations to make sure there are people straight, I'm not even, I used to be pissed like this nigga, but now I get it. I get it. And just so y'all, I don't do no fraud, and I've been turning this shit down. I'm just saying, just because you're like, oh yeah, I just can't afford it. But yeah, so with that being said, I'm not mad at it anymore, and I don't even call it simping at this point. I just call it, man, get in where you fit in. And
he's a real panderer, though. That's the real definition of pandering.
Let me tell you something. He's a real panderer. Favorite female life coaches are lesbians, and so that's the gag behind closed doors. They licking ultimate cat. But this is my thing. Can anybody answer this for me? And I don't mean to switch gears. How is it that you guys take a relationship advice from people that are giving you imaginary solutions. Like they'll be, because they don't have a man or a woman, but it'll be like, well, if I did, this is what I would do. How do y'all take relationship advice from people that don't have a successful relationship?
I don't know who y'all is.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm gonna say this. I think everything is about niche, right? And the reason that I say that is because people always follow people because of their status, right? And so truth, when you say, why are we always following, or why certain people always follow people because of, you know what I'm saying, the relationship, they get the relationship advice or whatever. I think it's all about status. At the end of the day, you know, like some people don't even know what the hell they be talking about. But just because they look like they know what they talking about, because they have a certain amount of followers or whatever the case may be, that's what people like. You feel what I'm saying? It's all, that's what social media is about. Once you find your niche, you're going to take that and run with it because you see the numbers. It's going up. So a lot of times people don't realize it's more hurt women than it is hurt men. Or, you feel what I'm saying? A lot of times that's what people be talking about. So that's why a lot of people like to get on here and cater to the women that are hurt, because they know that a lot of women use social media as an escape. It's sad but true.
You know,
a lot of times that's what happens.
Yeah.
So let me ask
Can I say
you,
something?
is it status, or is it, I mean, this is just asking in general, is it status, or is it because of, because I think it's emotional based?
No, Melly, I'm gonna be 100 with
Truth. Do y'all follow Truth because of his status, or because y'all like what he's saying about y'all?
Melly, let me be 100 with you. Let me be 100 with you.
Great.
A woman probably wouldn't listen to you if you don't have a certain level of status. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I feel like you can be talking about the same thing. Truth could be talking about the same thing, right? But they are going to flock to Truth because he have a certain status. And that's just what it is. It's not about you not speaking on real shit. It's about the fact that that women like status, and they like to get hooked on the notoriety of who a person is.
It's just like,
especially a hurt woman.
It's just like me and you we both could post a Happy Black History Day post, but it's the same exact post. But people see that you're more popping, so I'm gonna like yours. How do you get 200 likes on your pic, and I got 20? We post the exact same thing, regardless of numbers. You know what I'm saying? So that people don't like your post because what you post. They like it because who you are.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
going back to what Truth was talking about when he was talking about the money. Like women love that type of stuff because it feeds into their lack of accountability as far as them healing. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of women don't want to heal. They want people to kind of like feed into their lack of healing. So when men
validate their lack of healing,
so when men be like, "Oh yeah,
justify."
Y'all men are whack because y'all ain't sending y'all women $5,000 a day. Y'all whack. You ain't no man. Women love that. It ain't because of the fact that
because it allows them to live in their delusion.
Right.
In 2026, if you can't tell that some of these guys are just used like basically, y'all should be insulted at some of these guys and some of the stuff they say, because it's like, yo,
but they're not. But
you know what I mean?
But not
like,
they're not because of the simple. Like I just said, their status. If you got a certain level of followers, or if people flock to you, you got people that's talking about some. Oh, if you pay $10,000 for my program, I'll make you a millionaire overnight, just because they have a certain status and they look like they got it going on. People don't be caring, man. People live in delusion. Social media has fucked up so many people's heads.
Y'all be going to those seminars, $500 seminars, women empowerment stuff, shit like that.
Question if that be the case and how we thinking, why does Melly get the who hurt you? Why don't them niggas? Why don't the niggas that's willing to cater to and placate to the bullshit that y'all continue to do and put that on the pedestal knowing it's not helping you? Why you not asking him who hurt him? If he pandering to make you feel better, knowing is leading you to hell, why you not telling him who hurt him? Why did you tell Melly who hurt him when he talking about just be accountable?
That's going back to what I said, him. It's about the status. Some women feel
y'all like that derailed by followers?
Yes, there's that delusional that people. I'm telling you.
So most women are that derailed by a man having 100,000 followers.
There are
Yes.
many women who are derailed.
Yes.
I'm asking majority minority. I can't do the mini and some shit no more.
I'm
Hey,
telling
Ham,
you.
man, I say,
It's like that.
I want to
sure.
ask Truth Hurst. I want to answer Truth Hurst question when I get a chance.
I
'Cause
think
need
that
to-
we get away from something else as well, though, because this
Go ahead,
is
talk your shit.
going to be. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Mhm.
But even if the following was the same, right? Let's just
Yeah.
say me and another man had 10 followers, right?
Yeah.
You have to ask yourself, how do I get the 1.2 million followers? How do I get the damn near 4 million followers across all platforms? Like, what is it? What is it about my message, right? Because we all use words the same, right? Some people got it and some people don't. But I think another thing that we get away from is, and I ain't trying to be boisterous, but aesthetically, I might hold a woman's attention longer than the average joker anyway. And then the cadence of my voice, and then the fact that of the level of masculinity or the testosterone that vibrates off of it. But you also got to understand. So it's like, you know how many people that I know for a fact have dope content, but look wise they're too. So a chick might skip by it because it's not even the message, it's the messenger, nigga, dookie. Like I can't vibe with it. And so there's a lot of people. I know him. I literally feel like, damn, that nigga, he's saying some shit, but he looked like the back of somebody's elbow. And so it's just like, yeah, you probably won't be heard. And it's the same thing for a lot of women with platforms that's talking that shit. Y'all know how y'all start the video backwards. Which had spin around like, yeah. So you like it just is what it is. So like there are a lot of levels. Even when I got started, I used to see the comments, women be like, man, I'm gonna be honest, I don't give a fuck about what he's talking about. I played the video on mute.
Yeah.
But go ahead though. I'm sorry, Naeem. You had something to say?
Yeah, I want to answer your question about why do you take advice from people that might not have successful relationships. So I want to take it to like sports. Like the greatest coaches were terrible in the game. Not terrible, but they were always average. Like took it like Phil Jackson, average player. Some of the best boxing coaches, they were boxers.
Steve Kerr was amazing. Steve Kerr was good.
Average player.
He was pretty good.
Steve
average. But hold on.
A little above average.
Even with like boxing,
he wasn't nigga good, but he was white boy superb. Let's not do that.
Well, like even with boxing, like some of the best trainers, their record. You see their record, they 4-10. They wasn't good.
But
so
now they're good at they have a track record as a trainer. They're good at being a trainer.
They're good at training.
I also want to say this, like maybe you can give advice because you've seen everything. Like you've been through it all. Like so you like
successful relationship. You've seen everything but a successful relationship, and that's
so you know how things could go wrong if already been failure after failure.
So if I want wrong results, I'll go to you. If I want a successful relationship results, if I want to win a championship, I'm probably going to want to go talk to a champion. I don't want to keep talking to somebody that almost got there. I want to sit down with LeBron, Jordan, the men with all the rings. Like, hey, what mindset did y'all get in? Because they know what it's like to almost get there and lose, but you're not the champion without the ring.
So do you think automatically, like Tamia and Grant Hill will give the best relationship advice just because they've been married for 30 years now? Do you think they automatically give the best advice?
I think that he would teach me how to sustain a long-lasting relationship.
I think it would have more valid.
Right? And I'm gonna give you this, right? There is no such thing as a perfect marriage. So if anybody was to ever sit in front of me and be like, my marriage is perfect, you're a liar, you're a fraud, get the fuck out of my face. There is a such thing as a successful marriage. And I think that a lot of people get that shit misconstrued. My marriage will never be perfect, but it's successful. It works for us. And so everybody's relationship and how it works and how you make it come together is for you. Everybody's rules will be different. Everybody's looking for something different. Everybody loves differently. I don't even want a perfect marriage. I want a progressive marriage, which means that we always have something to continuously build on. This always gives us something to shoot at. When you meet one person that's perfect and the other person that's perfect, there's no room for growth. So that's the issue. So So I'm gonna let you go. So what happens is, right, we'll always throw people out there. Well, I've had 96 failed relationships. I'm a relationship expert. No, you can definitely tell me all about what to do to fuck up a relationship or how to lose a relationship. But I'm definitely listening to Grant Hill for relationship advice. You've been with somebody for 30 joints, and it's not like and then not only is the marriage I'm looking at, but I'm looking at the caliber of man, rich, successful, easy on the eyes, wife, beautiful, star-studded, could have any man she wanted. He could have any woman he wanted, and y'all still were able to make that work. But all of this, celebrity relationships are different than regular relationships. Let's get that. When you're in that public eye, so we got to get into the meat and potatoes of that. You get unlimited coochie as you, or you had your way with women on a. And I'm not being like a dickhead, but on a regular level. You don't mind me saying that, right? Like on a. If you're in Jersey, you running through Jersey if that's what you want to do. Is that a fair assessment?
I wouldn't say that, but I have good nights.
You know what? Come on, bro. Like,
bro, like, I'm not about to sit there. I have good nights.
All right, cool.
Like, that's fair. I have good nights.
Right. Okay. So by your own pardon me, you admitted on your own that you nice looking dude. Like you getting shit back seat, whatever, right? So if you think that you're universally handsome, if you think that you're universally that nigga, right? Could you imagine, right? Because you that nigga. Could you imagine being in front of 80 million people, how much cheeks you would have access to? Like, dude, could you even imagine what that looked like? Where you heard these beautiful women say, it ain't, when you get to this level, it ain't even about how you look. It's just straight status. He got 1 million followers. I'm sucking that dick. Like, literally effortless. Like, not even like, what do you know about having to apply no pressure? What do you know about being able to make the man's like be there butt ass naked with your mouth open and don't talk? And be dead serious and no rebuttal, no fight back, no nothing. Like, could you imagine that? So yes, for a Grant Hill, I got to take that advice. I like, yeah, nigga, please. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nah, I get you, but like I don't like when people say how you take advice from single people when everybody been single before. Everybody been single. Even like I also like how you feel about when people say you shouldn't take advice from people with no kids about kids.
I agree.
Kind of agree. You can't really.
Because look, like take a teacher, right? A teacher with no kids. Technically, they've been around more kids than you. Not you per se, but they've been around more kids than people with kids. Also, they've been around a different variety of kids.
Being
kids with
around children,
kids with,
being around children,
or working with them.
Can I chime in? Because here's the thing.
You need to cook though if you want to chime in. Go ahead.
So I semi-agree that there is a level of information that a person can offer somebody if they have not been in that situation. But there's a level of understanding that you cannot because you've never been there. So if you don't have kids, you can't tell me how this feels. You can't tell because you're on the outside looking in. You've never dealt with this. So from the outside looking in, you can all day be like, well, you just need to whoop her ass and she'll be all right, right? But I don't have that kind of kid. And you don't have children. So with all due respect, once you have a kid and you realize that it's so much more to it than just putting your hands on them, this is just an example. So much more to it than that. It's a level of understanding that you won't be able to offer any insight into because you've never been there before. You can't tell me about how China is because you ain't never been there. You only seen pictures online, right? So when I ask you where to go, you can't tell me where to go. But you can say, oh, I went online and they said that this restaurant was real good. But you can't tell me what type of restaurant to go to in China because you ain't never been there. So sure, you can offer some information, but you could never offer understanding. So there's levels to it.
China is a beautiful place, by the way, but I can't give you some advice on that. Nah, but to say, so you don't think, how many children do you have?
I have 3 technically, 2
3.
biological, 1 bonus.
So you don't think it's no woman with no kids, there's no childless woman that can give you like real sound advice to make so your life with children to be better?
She can probably give you perspective from like, you know what, she had a mom and she had a relationship with her mom and this is something that she was missing or something that she would have liked to have. She can give you perspective to some degree, right? Like people can offer something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there's a level of information that yes, you can offer me. But understanding you only get through experience. You like in something like that, like life experience. You can't come to me and talk to me about my kids and you don't have any.
But you do know they bring some of them problems to school sometimes.
They do, but I think you're looking at surface level observation from people who don't have kids. They will never understand the nuances. Even like the coaches that you mentioned, the point is they boxed or they played basketball, right? And so I use that analogy to associate it with the kid thing, right? If you never had that kid with everyday on-demand expenses, getting sick, it's just so many things that you don't understand. As a football coach for high school, I witnessed the kids listen to me like, stand straight, yes sir, no sir. They mom comes, he giving her the blues. She calling me to step in to redirect the kid because it's just different in that household, you know. So
Naeem, I think I understand what you're saying, right? But to some degree, like you, especially as a man, if you a man, there's a lot of guys on the internet who give advice on relationships and like give advice to women and stuff like that, and they single. I think that's the biggest red flag. The biggest red flag. These guys be good looking. They be having it going on. They be having money. They be having all of this. And you give advice to women and you don't have a woman. It's a red flag. No matter how you slice it.
But all right. So look, you got guys that's always been like relationship guys, right? Like committed relationships. That's their thing. Yeah. And then you got guys that I don't use the B word, like in that sense, like, but that got chicks. So who knows more about women? The guy that had a bunch of casual, like just a bunch of chicks.
What are you trying to get to?
So your question,
women and what you're trying to do with them are two different things. Yeah. Where are you trying to like? It's almost like if you're trying to seek relationship advice from somebody that haven't been what you've been through, are you really going to actually take that? No, you going to whoever probably went through what you went through. One of the things that I personally hate is when people be like, say if you ever lost a loved one, right? I don't care if it's a mom, a parent, a kid, or anything like that. One of the things, I hate this is when they say, I know how you feel. You can't know how I possibly feel when you still have your parent. When you still have, like if you haven't lost that, like whoever that key person is, say it is your mother, your father, you got both of your parents. How could you possibly understand that? You can't.
I wouldn't say that.
You can relate to that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I got both of my parents. I wouldn't say I know how you feel.
Would you take sex advice from a virgin, even though she says she's what they call them people, a sexologist, sexologist or whatever that is, but yet still she's a virgin. She just went to school or got the doctorate or whatever. Would you take advice from them?
She never been in the field, so probably not.
But I agree with you, Melly, because part of what I was going to say was that
just because I gotta disagree with that. I feel like, and especially too, like if you got little siblings, like so a lot of times you raise your little nephew and nieces.
I'm not a person who subscribes to people can't give me advice if they don't have a relationship, right? Because like Mont said, anybody can offer up some advice. You either choose to listen to it or you don't, right? But again, there's a level of understanding that you can't give me if you don't have it. Like you don't understand what I'm going through because you've never been through it.
I got a question, and I'll let you go, Dan.
I'm listening to y'all.
Naeem, can I ask you a question, sir?
Always, bro.
So you being the guy that you are, the ladies' man that you are, why are you not? Do you not consider yourself a ladies' man? I mean, that from your description or the way that you describe yourself, that's what I would.
I wouldn't call myself. I wouldn't call myself a ladies' man. I'm
okay. Cool.
I also don't like the type of term. I get where you're going. I get where you're going.
Okay, cool.
Ignore my facial reactions and bullshit like that.
That's fine. You're fine. So let me ask you this, right? Yeah. Why are you single?
I'm single because I'll enjoy my freedom. I enjoy my freedom. I don't like. I know myself. I don't sign up for things that I know I'm not ready for. Like I have probably some of the best self-awareness that you could have. Like, it's the same reason why like a lot of my family was in the streets. I'm waking up, rolling over, and I'm seeing guns and drugs in my house. So I could have easily got in the streets. I knew it wasn't for me, so I didn't want to sign up for it. The reason why I was born Muslim, not born Muslim. My family's Muslim. I know once I became an adult, I knew that wasn't something I wanted to follow. So I didn't sign up for it. I don't want to be that. And then half Newark is like Philly. 75% of everybody's Muslim. You got people that's just doing it. I hate to say it, but you know, because it's their whole neighborhood might be doing it or their friends. So, but I'm not the person. I don't sign up for things just because it's popular or because I'm not that I know I can't commit to fully. I passed my firefighter exam once. I killed the written test, and it was like, yeah, next is physical, is the physical part. And I thought about it. I'm like, yo, why am I doing this? Because people told me to do it. I'm not doing this. I know when it really come down to it, I'm not trying to climb houses and shit. Right. So I passed on it. Most people will love that type of career, like a firefighter. So saying now to circle back to relationships, I know at this point in my life, I don't think I want to be with one woman. So why would I, instead of being a cheat, because I ain't gonna say that, but what percentage of married men you think are faithful anyway? Right. I'd rather who's
said something that was real interesting right there. We got to touch that.
What's better, to be the single man that knows himself so he's not hurting any woman,
right?
Or be in a relationship just because it looks cool or because society say I should be in one when I got 3 side chicks? So I'd rather.
Are you single because you just don't like commitment? Like why? Because you did like a whole bunch of like running around. So it's like.
Yeah. Like I said, just not signing up for things I know I'm not built for. I'm not built for a relationship.
And so you're saying that, so okay, cool.
So I'm not built for one. At this point in my life,
Cool. I just wanted to know because you know, for a guy that has access to, you know, well, however you want to put it, because I don't want to
unlimited coochie.
But a guy that has, you know, access to women, you've never ran across anything that made you just be like, man, I can see a future with this.
All the time.
Okay.
All the time. And I don't blame nobody but me. I've definitely let some good girls go. Like, and I think back, I'll be like, damn, I let some good girls go. I don't blame nobody but me.
So Naeem, this is my question for you. Do you think that you can give anybody relationship advice?
1,000%.
Okay, because this is my question for you. Because relationships get deep, right? Once you've been with somebody for longer than a year, 2 years, right? You start getting into 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, right? You start getting into deep waters with that person. It's so different than just being with somebody for a year or some change, right? The things that you experience, like you can't say that you've experienced a woman who was one way when you first met her, and then after y'all moved in with each other 3 years later, she started to go through this, and she started to become this, she started to become that. So how do you handle that? Like relationships take experience, not just like, oh yeah, like it's you gotta experience certain things and how to be in that relationship and how to get through it. Because the goal of a relationship and a marriage is to not quit, right? It's to figure out and to solve those issues and to figure out how to live with each other and how to be with each other. So it's not so. So for you to have, I think we said your longest relationship was 1.5 years or 2 years. What you said?
Like two,
like 2 years, like 2 years, right? Shit get real deep on the other side, right? So the things that I did when I used to be in shorter relationships, I got a completely different perspective now, and I can guide somebody completely different because I've been with somebody for 5 years, right? And we still happy, and like to tell you about the season we went through when we first met, to the bad season we went through, to like this beautiful season that we in now, right? You wouldn't have that knowledge of stuff like that.
I think at the end of the day, women are women and men are men. So you don't have to necessarily be in a relationship to understand the situation. If you know woman and you know men and you know just the human nature of them and how they work and operate, I think you can get relationship advice. Especially when I've dealt with a lot of women in relationships. Like I've been side dude 4 years in a row. Like, so like I understand relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've had serious, we ain't in relationships, but we in a likership, a deep like. We like each other a lot. You know, the only thing missing is the title. You know what I mean? Like, but we locked in. So I don't think necessarily have to be in a relationship to give relationship advice. Because you could be saying, okay, let me ask you, your relationship could end tomorrow, right? Literally tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday, so on Tuesday you can't get no relationship advice because you ain't in no more.
That's not
right?
That's different.
You're single though. You're single.
You told us your longest relationship was 2 years.
Advice, I mean, it's perspective and wisdom and stuff. It's a lot. I think people keep getting confused with advice, but I think honestly, I think Naeem is just confident in himself that he can just handle probably a lot of these different things. Now, is it actually valid? Is a whole nother thing, and that depends on from person to person. You did say something that was very, very interesting because two years of relationship, but at the same token, you feel as though you're not ready to be in one, which is fine. I mean, I got so many questions for you now, but we're gonna keep it simple. Why do you think, just because you've been around women, why do you? Oh, matter of fact, screw that. What areas that you feel as though you need to work on for you to be in a committed or a healthy relationship? Your version of it.
He don't want it, Melly.
I understand his question though. He's saying like, why? Basically, why not? You actually why not?
Ready. So I'm
non-answer. I could answer it for him, Melly. He said he worried about being happy. He said he ain't trying to not be happy for 10 minutes. He just also gave us a few examples of how he unwilling to commit to something. None of that shit works in a relationship. Back when I was beautiful, I had sex with a bunch of women. You understand? That didn't prepare me for marriage. It's a totally different ball game. And so when we accessing women, we accessing them to have sex with them. That is not the same thing, right? You don't give a fuck what their proclivities are. You don't care who they love. You don't care their religion. You don't care if they got a dad. None of that shit. You're just trying to have sex with them. When you actually wed with her, there's a whole lot more parameters that we don't even discuss trying to have sex with women. So I mean, it just is, right? He already told us.
Do you think
this is not forever? I just feel like all right, well, I ain't tell y'all this, but like I'm actually a flight attendant. So in this point in my life, like I'm traveling a lot. I saw 40 out of 50 states. My goal is to see 50. Like I want to see 40 countries before I'm 40. I'm only home maybe 2 days a week, 3 days a week. I'm not in a space to be in a relationship. Like that's not something I don't want to. I just right now I just want.
Side note, you the first heterosexual flight attendant I've ever seen in my life.
And it's like fucking. It's like it's the best job in the world. Wow. It's the best job in the world. I would tell any man to do it, yo. Like you're literally like imagine like every flight attendant you work with, like damn, like you a fucking unicorn. Like it's like
you have fun, huh?
I mean, it's just an amazing life.
You
say it again.
Good.
What airline you with?
I ain't telling you all that.
Put in the backpack, man.
I ain't telling you all that. Like, look at you. You might be the Fed. You might be the Feds. I don't know.
Naeem said he's still having fun in life. He's 40. Yo, Naeem don't want no relationship. Like, not even about ready or not ready. He 40. You know what I'm saying? They sending white and red mail to his house as we speak. Yo, sign up for this, my nigga. Get your colon clean. All types of shit. He old as hell. He's still talking like the young boys.
You know how many men out here like this though?
Do what?
It ain't just him. It's a lot of them out here still playing and talking about they don't want to be in no relationship and they don't want to settle down and it's.
But I'm very honest though. Like
you honest.
When we look at like how to be a player and shit like that. Like I think it's player when you can say like, yo, you know, I got other chicks or like I'm, you know, like you can even do your thing. Like I don't lie to nobody and make them seem like it's gonna be more than what it is.
Right. And I commend you for that, Naeem. You want to know why? Because it's a lot of men out here who don't do that. It's a lot of men out here who make it seem like they're ready for relationships when they know for a fact that the woman that they're entertaining is they don't want her like that. So a lot of men lie. So I commend you for living in your truth because that's really what we need. Just like Explicit just said, a lot of men don't do that. They don't bring the truth to the table. A lot of them be like, oh, well, you know, they just let a woman, whatever he's getting from her, as long as he's benefiting, he gonna keep it going for as long as he can without telling her the truth. So living in your truth is the only thing that matters for real.
I'll tell any chick from the rip, like I'm not looking for anything serious. Like that's that. Go ahead.
You know what I think it could be too? I think that do you think that you don't want any responsibility?
Oh, definitely. I don't want any responsibility. Like I love, like if to me it said, listen, on what's your schedule? Like next week, let's go to Tahiti. Or she can say, let's go to the park. I don't want to. Hey, can you watch Jayden for me? Can you watch Jayden for the rest of the night? I just love just getting up. I don't like because that's an obligation. You can't, like kids. You can't just, you know what? I don't want Jayden no more. That's not something you can just walk away from. I don't want no responsibility that I can't walk away from at any minute.
Oh, Naeem, let me ask you this then. Do you feel like you're credible enough at this point in your life? You feel like you're credible enough to give anybody any advice? Because if you're a man who's trying to escape responsibility, then that means you don't have the credibility to give nobody no type of advice.
That's not true at all. That's not true at all. I mean, it depends. I can't. It's certain things I can't give you advice on. Like I can't swim for shit. You're gonna be a dead motherfucker fucking with me. Like you know what I mean. But like I could give advice.
You think you would be a good dad, Naeem?
Oh, will I be a good dad?
You think you'll be a good dad or stepdad?
It's probably. I know. This another thing. The simp's gonna be like, oh man. No. The dude's gonna call me a simp for this, but that might just be what's in my calling. Like, I've always been great with kids. Like I'm great with fucking kids. I'm talking about, I've had fucking. I'm talking about like, I hold the baby for 5 minutes. Now they don't even want to go with their mother. They crying for me.
Yo, Melly, I'm not gonna hold you. I want him to get Tamia, but or just like if you look to me, you can, but like you gotta try. Like you gotta.
I hear you.
I'm great with kids though. Like
for the last 2 days, hear you.
It might be meant for me to be a stepdad because I would hope the woman I deal with.
This is not a dating panel, remember?
Listen. You know how the Lord going to send your person, man. The Lord send your person in different ways, baby.
That might be something we need to bring to the panel.
Whatever chick I date,
Naeem can shoot his shot.
When I settle, I would hope the girl that I settle with has her kids already. So that's out. So that's kind of like out the way already. So
you're going to Tahiti, right? You're gonna take it to Tahiti, right?
Little hyper, I'm an Arthur, so I paint pictures and shit. So little picture painting.
You're a flight attendant too. That means you get them tickets right. So
I respect his honesty though, because a lot of men, I agree with Akira, they definitely don't keep it real, and they get in these relationships just because.
Yeah. Why do y'all think that is? I mean, we were just joking.
And it is so crazy because half the time. The women will fuck with you when you tell them the truth. Like it's something you can tell a woman that you have. It's bitches out here you can tell. I got a wife at home. I got a girlfriend at home. Whatever you want to label that bitch, and if she like you, she still gonna fuck with you.
Everything better with a little joke.
Honestly, know when a woman like you, if you could come to her and tell her the truth, and she still want to rock with you.
Melly about to go against that. Let him cook real quick because he got some brewing in there. He about to
everything. Truth is.
That's when you really that nigga when you can tell a bitch the truth,
man. It off. You know what I'm saying? Like man. I love it.
Naeem, when you look at Tamia, right? Look at her. Do you feel more generous than normal? Can she turn you into a generous man?
Oh damn!
Can she make you? She make you? Can she make you think about at least going 70% on the bills?
Mark, you on tip.
Listen. I'll tell any.
I think he spent a little bit more with Tamia. I think he would.
Listen, I tell chick. Listen, if you're around in 2035, you're gonna be a lucky lady. If you're still around 2035, you're gonna be a lucky lady. That's only 8 years. The pandemic was like 5 years ago. That's
fast. How delusional some of these men be too. Want women to sit around and wait on them. Men out here that's like that. She's like, yeah, nah, she gonna be wifed up.
So 5 strokes and that's a wrap with Tamia.
Go ahead.
So let me ask y'all a question then. So since we're talking about marriage and ain't nobody waiting on, a person that long, how do y'all feel about when a man actually engages, right, with a woman and he circled a block on her after he done went through all these women, right? And I think women do it too. Don't get me wrong. They circle the block on each other after they've experienced so many different partners, and then they finally like try to make it work. And I'd be like, well, what didn't you see in that person before to want to make it work at that certain point? Like you had to grow up.
Because sometimes you got to lose something to realize what it's worth.
I want to know what the question really is, though. She said several different things there.
I think she's saying, like, if you spin the block and it work, why couldn't it work the first time? Basically, like, why couldn't it work the first time? Why you had to spin the block for it?
Because let me say this, Melly. But I've seen situations where some women they stay in the same spot, and when a man circled a block on them, and that's what I feel like. At a certain point, when a man circled a block on you after so many years, that's like him basically telling you that you're his second choice. Because why he didn't want you before? Like why he have to keep all of these things? That's just my perspective, and that's just how I feel.
It's different.
I'm asking y'all, what is y'all opinion about that? Like, why wouldn't you agree?
It's several different things that goes with that. Like, I mean, the first time I seen you, probably, like you said, I mean, it's how were you at that point in time? Just
even
because
if you had a kid with her, let's say, for instance, if you had a kid with this lady, right? If y'all got kids,
that you really changing the dynamic. Well, go ahead, ask your question again. You really done shifted. Yeah, exactly. You know, you got to ask your question.
I'm trying to give you all different types of.
Why didn't you see the woman's worth the first time around? Why did it take for you to go out and date different women to understand that woman's worth?
We could have saw your worth from the beginning. It's like men put you in two categories, right? A wife, or like, you know, I want to fuck you. He probably put you in that category from the rip, but he was still, you know, being young and fucking old.
Yeah. It depends on it depends on where that person was at that point in time. I probably seen you, but I still want to be naive. I still want to play.
Do you feel like a woman is stupid for taking a man up on marriage after 8 years or 9 years when he circled a block on her? Do you feel like that is something that a woman shouldn't do?
No, I mean, do I feel as though a woman should not accept a man if he circled the block after 8 years?
Or any amount of years? Don't just put no years on it. I just gave you that as an example. Any amount of years. Because at a certain point,
there's no people. I think people be, me personally, I just think people be blurring the lines too much on what they will accept and what they wouldn't accept. If you at a point in time in your life and you like this and you working on some things, or you plan, or you feel as though you know you might not be good, or whatever the case is, it's a dynamic type of situation. It all depends on what it is that you want at that point in time, and then what it is that I want now. I probably need to get my hoeing out. You probably need to work on your attitude or something. It's a lot of different stuff. I think people blur the lines so much that now, if he spin the block, or if she spin the block, because women can do it too. Oh, that's a red flag. No, it's not. Basically, stop. People keep trying to go by a rule that's set by everybody else. No, this is you and your life. If you feel as though you and that person connect better now at this time, and y'all can actually make a situation or relationship work, then that's what y'all need to do. Y'all go ahead and work on it, because that's what y'all can do.
But that's what I feel like a relationship is. We're working together as a team, right? We always talk about teamwork, right? In a relationship. So I feel like it's certain things, some people use it as an excuse. Because if you got all of this stuff going on, or whatever the case may be, of course you still have to be an individual. But when we're talking about relationship shit, you work on stuff. You feel what I'm saying? That's stuff that you work on. We're working towards something greater and something bigger, and we're building something together.
But that's two different things, though, sweetheart. You just shifted the dynamic. But listen to what you said. You talking about spinning the block, if it's a red flag or not. So I was only talking about that. Now, how you actually talking about doing in a relationship and what you should be doing, that's a whole nother thing. So I'm only answering one question at a time. You literally just said, is it a red flag if the person spin the block? Why didn't they see the work? So I gave you that.
It's all about time, and sometimes it's not the right time. So he probably had to leave for a minute to come back and get his shit together. I'm not gonna try to be with a woman if I know I ain't able to be the man.
Credit fucked up. Yeah, if I can't be that strong man that I need to be,
and then I'm gonna come back if she around. Then baby, let's work. But if you ain't there when you're around, I'm gonna make my next move my best move.
Yeah, okay. He just gonna, when he circled the block, he ready to settle for you. That's all.
I instantly thought of Nelly and Ashanti, like instantly when I heard that question.
Akira, I don't want you to look at like men and women as we the same, right? Like, is if a woman do that, don't take that bitch back, right? But a man, I think, is a little bit different. I just think you gotta think about it, right? Like you said earlier to me, you don't want no nigga who don't get bitches, right? You don't want no nigga who don't get bitches. But you as a woman,
yeah, because
I don't want you to come
dealing
fuck.
with a nigga that don't get bitches, he won't understand like the niggas that's attracted to you. Like he wouldn't understand it.
Yeah, if you leave a man to go get fucked on, that's crazy. But like, it's different. Like, we don't want you to come back with 50 bodies. We already talked about bodies earlier. We talked about the man. You said you a fucking nigga that's a porn star. You like, we already talked about this.
Wait, are you talking about why you in a relationship with her?
A
Or why
lot
y'all
of these
separate?
niggas porn stars, y'all just ain't getting paid for it.
Exactly, right? And you cool with it. We not cool with you doing
I
that.
don't understand that logic. I don't understand that.
Because you cool with it. You already admitted that you didn't care. You don't care, so don't act like you do care, right? We care about your shit.
Oh, you talking to me?
There's definitely a double standard.
I just said I agree with that.
It's not really a double standard. It's not really a double standard.
thing.
It's people that keep taking stuff and thinking that what applies for me is supposed to what apply to you. The stuff that women value is not the same thing that what a man value. Just like you see right now, we can tell you if we know that you had fucked 100 niggas, we value that type of shit. We ain't want no parts of that. We might smash you and then you rolling, but y'all don't care about how many people we fucked. People like we got to be realistic here.
They're not gonna even know how many
values. It's different values than anything. Exactly. We don't want no chick that we value purity. That's why you would always hear if your situation been foul, you done spit 3-4 kids out. You're not as high on the block as a female that only probably have 0 kids or 1 or a virgin. A virgin always going to probably most of the time be priority and top choice.
Y'all not gonna talk to a woman that's a virgin because you feel like she don't have.
You speaking from your thing. You got to let us do us the same way. The same way you ain't gonna get that millionaire that y'all think y'all want with 3-4 kids, mama.
Yo, Melly, when you say virgin, are you speaking it like hyperbole? Or are you literally talking a virgin? Like, are you literally talking about a virgin, bro? I gotta know. When you say the word virgin, are you like, you know what I mean? Like, are you just exaggerating or do you literally mean virgin?
You know what? I'm glad that you asked that because people keep. This is what I'm saying.
Because like for real, I'm gonna be honest. At our age, you probably a little older than me, but we still got age. If we looking for virgins at our age, that shit kind of like, come on, yo, it's like a whole fucking chick that never been touched.
What was the first thing that I said out that statement? I literally broke down. I said we will literally go for a female that probably have 1 kid or no kids, or even if possible, a virgin. Is that not what I said? People get selective with things, and I'm not trying to say people get selective with. It's like, okay, only thing they heard was virgin.
I heard the pure part. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
No kids, maybe 1. A virgin if possible. Men like purity. We don't want the.
You only speaking for you, Melly, because I done seen a lot of women.
I didn't say niggas like bitches with 7 kids.
Hold on. Let me say this. Y'all keep using the exception when we speak in the majority. Majority of men is not saying they want to do a female with 5 and 6 kids.
Some men don't care.
No, we're not talking about some men.
Sweetheart, we not sitting up here saying that men can't get women. We not saying that there's no men that deal with a female that got 5 kids. We all know that. It's a chick right now that's ugly as buck shit. That's probably fucking the dude that you want. It's always a situation that is happening. But
exception.
we speaking in, at least from our viewpoint, and we're talking the majority cases. Women like to do, let's be honest, y'all like to do the exception. Just like you just said, there's somebody right now that got 7 kids. Come on, man, be honest. How many people you know that's like that?
So wanting to be with and smashing is 2 different things. Because we can hit anything, but do you really want to take them serious?
I got a question real quick. To me, what do you let's say you saw the perfect man, right? What do you want from him ultimately? What are the main things you want from him?
Me personally, I don't set expectations. I allow a man to show me who they is, and you see accordingly.
You see the perfect. He's perfect. It's verified, right? What do you want from him? Do you want a marriage from him? Do you want what do you want from him? Do you want to fuck him?
You said he's perfect?
He's perfect. Do you want to fuck him? Do you want marriage from him? What do you want from him ultimately? If you find the perfect guy right now.
Of course, marriage.
You want to marry him, right? and you probably want certain other things. Do you want him to be romantic with you? Do you want him to?
But if he's probably romantic if he's the perfect guy, right?
Yeah, right. So you want him to romance you. You want him to probably take you places. You want him to pay bills. You want him to be a man to you, right? So my question is, my thing is, a man can leave you, go fuck 1,000 bitches, and come back and give you something that he never gave no other woman. That you want from him. He's never given it to none of them bitches, and he can give you everything you've ever wanted from him after fucking 1,000 women. You can't go fuck 1,000 women and then give me 1,000 men and then give me everything I've ever wanted from you, because it's too late. You can't. It's impossible.
She might have saved her butt for you.
You know,
She might have anal. She saved that for you, buddy.
yeah, I think the key is like chastity is valuable. You know, there's one thing though for men that I think we do have to let them know is that the more access to women you have, the more your appetite grows and you become slightly insatiable. So that's one thing that I've experienced is that like, yo, when you have this much experience, like the one person can't encompass all of that. And so there may be a sexual appetite that one person can't meet because you had so much sex with so many different women.
Right. And and like to answer your question, right? If you're not dating a virgin, if she's not a virgin, she still can't give you something that you never had before.
If you wanted a virgin,
because she still slept with other men prior to you.
Yeah, that's if you want a virgin, but I think most men just don't want a hoe.
Right. Okay, but okay.
No,
That's
you
what
see
he
how
was
you just
saying.
said
That's
that?
his
You
analogy.
see how you
though.
just said that? Yeah.
That's his analogy.
We don't
He
want
can
something
give
that
you-
have been that. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what he was saying to me. He can give you the marriage. You can't give him the chastity because it's already been lost. Those two are equivalent. That's his point.
That goes back to when she said, Explicit said people move around. That's why
My
people
bad,
will
my
move
bad.
to a different area.
No, you good.
You feel me? You could be a brand new person when you go to a different different area, but if you stay in the same area, everybody gonna know your track record. Who wants to go in a place and say, "Dang, bro, you with her? Oh, she went crazy last night, or she was going crazy." So you got to move around. You don't really want to be taking that same person around all your guys anyway. If you know y'all from the same area, because 9 times out of 10, somebody did hit her.
And I want to say this: just because a woman may be more experienced and used to certain things, that don't mean that she necessarily been a hoe. That don't mean she got multiple different bodies because she's amazing in bed. Like that don't mean.
Yeah, she just defiled. The
Like
whole
you
thing.
don't,
The whole
because
thing
the
moves
man that
around.
she
too much.
dated, it could have been her first. You get what I'm saying? And
The
he could have
likelihood is
told her some
unlikely.
things. She could have tried some things with.
Yeah, the likelihood is unlikely though.
I mean, that's a whole debate.
But
What is a
I
hoe,
understand
though?
your point though. That's
Like,
why.
what's a hoe?
Naeem,
Like,
that's
that's-
why I don't use the term hoe because you can skirt it. People can
A
say
hoe is whatever you think is a hoe.
Yeah,
I
like
always
it's
say-
100 different
one thing
definitions.
The one thing I always say is defile because that you can't run from that. You can run from the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? So I try because that's a whole debate. That's a show in itself. What's a hoe, quote unquote? You know.
How do you feel about? How do y'all feel about? I think we already talked about it. I don't want to sound redundant.
What
I
was
was gonna talk about like if you smash a chick on the first date, is she still in the qualifications to be wifed by you, or is she automatically disqualified?
Depending on that connection.
Yeah.
What you say, Hap?
I'm probably gonna disqualify her. Most likely.
I would
Why?
too.
What would be okay? Can y'all
Right.
elaborate?
Your question was what?
Mike, real quick, because I ain't that.
The question was if you smash a chick on the first night, first day, whatever.
Meeting her?
The question is
Or the
she
first date? I thought you
disqualified?
said first date the first time.
Say it again.
I thought you said first date. So you talking about first time of meeting her?
Yeah. Like
Either
first night,
that is two different things. Let's clear that up.
That's why I wanted to make sure. You
So,
said one thing.
all right, let's
first time.
say you get her number today, Sunday, at the grocery store or some shit. Y'all text for a few days. Y'all first time actually spending time together is Wednesday, and you smash. So that's the second time you met her. First time you met her was today on Sunday at the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all text for a few days. Wednesday, y'all actually spend time for the first time, and then you smash. So
what will we do?
no, the question is, because you smashed her on the first date, does she just are you disqualifying her from like anything serious, or she's still in the mix of like can you be serious with a chick that lets you smash the first night basically?
Question is clear. Yeah, so let me answer clearly, and then everybody else can answer.
Go ahead, Ham.
So
I want to hear this.
I'm going to disqualify her most likely because I ain't that special.
Damn.
So I ain't doing no magical shit on Wednesday at the
You really feel like you're not that special?
See,
no.
you don't feel like you can't feel like damn maybe I'm just that nigga. You can't feel like maybe I'm just that nigga.
Okay, well that's his answer, y'all.
It's a few that niggas out here though.
Yeah, that's his answer. He
Yeah,
said he don't feel like
that
he
nigga.
like
Hey, that's that nigga syndrome that we be delusional about, Naeem. Because most niggas agree that pussy got power for some reason. They think that the woman control access to sex as long as you don't say the wrong thing. You ever heard that before? As long as you don't say the wrong thing, you'll get the cheeks. So now he operating from a position of power? Hell no.
But him, you might be that nigga, like right? You might be that nigga, but this is the thing, right? It's a nigga down the street that's that nigga too. It's a few other. I'm not saying that you about to get fucked by any broke ass, bum ass, ugly ass nigga, but it's another nigga like me out there, and it's a few of them. Like it's a few that niggas out there.
A lot of them, then.
Yeah.
Like that.
You know that nigga, Ham. You running the club, seeing and everything, Ham. You know what it is, man.
Listen. Hey, Melly, listen. Back when I was beautiful,
back when I was beautiful.
We know what this life is. This back when we was beautiful, man.
So is there any exception?
Oh, I'm snitching. My bad.
Hey, Naeem, she used to wake up in the morning still calling me DJ. I said, "Good God Almighty."
I'm about to answer too. Like,
Ham, let me ask you this real quick though. I'm gonna let you. Is there any exception? Like, let's say you smashed the first date, but is anything that can make you say, you know what? Nah, she too dope. I can't do it. Like, is there any exception?
Yeah, man, I don't know how
he
you
ain't
do
ran into it yet.
How you do anything is how you do everything. You heard? So I'm just gonna assume that's her modus operandi, right? I heard. You know how many times I heard it's something about you, Naeem?
You lucky I like you.
Like it's something about you. You just do something. Come on, man.
Yeah. If I was to answer, I would say I would agree that most likely nothing would come out of that. Because I think when men and women get to know each other and they dating, you get to actually see the things that you like about somebody before you fuck them, right? If I hit you first before I like see all that other shit, it don't matter. Like my appetite is quenched. Like it's quenched for you immediately, and I'm just most likely I'm just going to be interested in like going to hit other women. You know, like typically the women who I've actually ended up liking and being with, we didn't have sex that fast. You know, I was more interested in dating them and actually, getting to know them and stuff like that. And I didn't smash that fast. But if I smash fast, like
let's see when
it's all out of me. It's all gone.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question then. So if it's all gone at that point, are you disgusted with her? You won't even talk to her no more, or would you continue to
No,
be active with her?
I wouldn't say I'm disgusted by her. We can continue to have sex, but as far as the other part of it, where no, like we can continue to have sex, but I'm not disgusted. But that part of me, it's like, I want a relationship. Like I don't know. It's just something about when you
feel like you beat the whole video game on the first try.
If the pussy don't got power, pussy don't matter whether it don't matter whether or not you wait 3 days or 30 days. What if pussy don't have power? Like why is y'all?
It do matter. You cause check this out. If you meet me today,
that's what y'all said.
No,
I remember last time
money got power too. Money got power too, right? If you meet me today and I buy you a car today, you don't want to marry me. Unless you just want to marry me for my money, but you're never going to like me.
No, but not if I keep getting to know you.
No. If you meet me today, I know what you. If you meet me today, and I'm like, yo, I'll buy you a car
you're gonna
today,
instantly think he's a trick.
You won't think I'm a trick. I'm a trick. I'm in that category. I'm a trick. You don't respect me.
But if I'm going to continue to mess with you, you can change my.
To me, you got slotted.
Narrative of you.
You got slotted for a thing, right? So there's a girl I had sex with for like 10 years. So they get in a relationship, you don't hear from them, right? They get out of a relationship, you hear from them. You don't care about her when you don't hear from her and when you do. Mm-hmm. She like, I ain't heard from you in a minute. I'm like, shit, I thought you died. Right? But then when she come back around, you smash her again. She literally don't mean nothing to what she slotted for. And I think y'all really think that we can't compartmentalize like that, but we can to the extreme degree.
Hot boy, what you say? What you say?
I say it's still a big difference between the first date that y'all smash and the first date y'all connection. Because if we talking for 2-3 weeks and I meet up with you and I hit, I'm still not gonna say I hit you on the first date because we was building communication before that. Now, if I'm at the club and I take you in the bathroom or in my car, in my truck, or the hot tubs or a room, yeah, that's different because I just met you today. But if I'm talking to you for 2, 3, 4 weeks, 2 days, and I hit the next time, shit, we might still couldn't get married. Because I got a chance to know you. You know what I'm saying? But the first Zach date, then yeah, I ain't gonna probably take you serious.
I ain't gonna hold you. Like young me would say, I'm not cuffing her if I hit the first date. But now as I grow up, I'm like, yo, I know that the type of things that I can say to a woman, like I know she's probably never heard that, or I never made her think like that, or like. And then also, women got needs too. So I might have just quoted on a funny ass day.
You don't even want a relationship.
You're not cuffing nobody.
I'm just saying, I might have caught her on a horny ass, like she might have been ovulating or some shit. Who knows? Like, you know what I mean?
Please.
Who knows?
It's y'all being thoroughly disgusted with him on here talking about cuffing somebody.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not going to disqualify a chick if I hit on the first day. Now at my age now, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to disqualify.
You disqualify everybody.
The first 24 hours we talking about. This is what we talking about. Having sex the first 24 hours.
No, his analogy said 2 days later.
Y'all
2 days later, not the same night.
Bitches that make y'all wait.
Not the same night though. Not like if I met her in the club tonight. No, that's different. If I met her in the club, and she let me smash in the parking lot, that's different.
The only time we don't respect a woman that make us wait is if you wasn't making other niggas wait and you think we the dweeb. Like, all right, then I'm gonna get that box and I'm out.
You be having a nigga holding a nigga at ransom. The nigga you
Nah,
like.
because sometimes it can go like this though. Not intentionally trying to make you